McCollum alongside him. And James McCollum, who's very much known as a red ball specialist for Ireland, has played quite a bit of ODI cricket too, but never played any T20 international cricket. He gets his chance. The only member of the 15-man squad who hasn't had a go yet. I think for Adair, certainly having carried the drinks for a number of recent senior men's tours, they've decided to give him as many chances as they can at the top. It means that PJ Moore will have to drop into the middle order despite that 49 yesterday. And it also means that Stephen Doherty will continue with his role in the middle order. So there is James McCollum at the non-striker's end. We're going to seem to open things up, and it will be Khanal Singh. What a great story it is. Over 400 days out of the game, back into it yesterday, and 3 wickets on his return.
Well, he's looking fabulous, Khanal Singh after 14 months, returning back to cricket in 2022 in that triangular series. Got his injury in his beauty bone against Malaysia. After that, he came back in the 9th national game to play for APF, but could not get any game. Due to rain, the game was washed out. And after that, Khanal Singh had a back problem, then went to India. After that, coming back in, and a brilliant performance. Well, a comeback to be praised. One thing I love about Khanal Singh is the aggression that he has, and we always talk about fast bowler having those aggression, Lenny.
Yeah, look, he bowls with pace. The big thing for me is the shape he gets with this new ball. He does have the skills at the death. He might be a little bit more costly at points at the death, but certainly I thought he bowled at a good pace yesterday, probably up in and around 130. We're all set for Super Saturday. Here we go. Going to be runs immediately for Adair. Adair's had a bit of a difficult time, hasn't he, thus far in the trip. 4 off 2 in the first game. That was against the senior side. Then 17 off 19 in the second game when him and Stephen Doherty had started really nicely, but just some battles against spin, and then only 2 off 2 yesterday. He'll be desperate to get a score today.
Well, Adair, we know his capability to hit the ball. He loves playing those attacking cricket. Was getting that start in the second game, but just could not capitalize it.
And a lovely start for James McCollum. Well, if you could pick a delivery to face as an opening batter, having not been in the team yet, it'd be that. A real freebie down the leg side, clipped away for 4.
This is just a gift. This is just a gift for the new man. And McCollum, you could just see, not a good delivery. Just flicked off his pads. Brilliant way to start off. Well, as Lenny was talking about James McCollum, basically known as a good red ball cricketer in Ireland.
Yeah, very much so. Son of the former Ireland international Ross McCollum, who's the Cricket Ireland chairman for an extended period as well. 28 years of age. He's played 6 test matches, but without a huge amount of success. Yet to make a 50. But a lot of those games have been against the top teams. I think he's played twice against England. A couple of games out against Sri Lanka in those very testing conditions. And he's had some horror show injuries, being honest. I think he's dislocated his shoulder 3 or 4 times. So he looks fit to me. He's got a huge appetite for the game. He's incredibly hungry, incredibly keen to learn and keep improving. He often travels out to the likes of India for batting camps. And that's going to be runs down the leg side. It's in fact given as wides, and it'll be 5 of them. Khanal Singh natural shape not quite there, and a flying start again for the Ireland Wolves.
Well, a good start so far. Khanal Singh is struggling to find his line and length. We know that Khanal Singh loves taking the ball back into the right-handed batsman. There's that natural angle coming back in. There's a slip in place. Well, another Northern Knights player, Lenny McCollum. Another Northern Knights player?
Yeah, plenty of them within this setup. And in fairness to the Northern Knights, after an extended period of Leinster Lightning dominance when the Interpros first returned, they have started to come into their own in a big way. I think they've won 3 of the last 4 titles in the 50-over format. I'll get those exact numbers up for you, but I know that their head coach Simon Johnston, who does a brilliant job up there in Belfast, and Mark Adair, who's come in as captain, Ross's brother, they've probably turned things around. They might have been getting a little bit sick and tired of the sides from Dublin, the Leinster Lightning teams, dominating, and they really did dominate for the first 7 or 8 years. The Interpro has been much more level in recent times. And as a consequence, the Knights players getting good reward within the representative sides.
Well, we're talking about Northern Knights players in this Ireland Wolves team. Many of them, like I said, like 7 or 8 players from Northern Knights team. And today McCollum just making his way to the team. Well, we have seen Adair struggling with playing those shots around that off-stump region. He's a very good player. The V that we saw in the second match, but he struggles playing those shots around the leg side. So Kamal Singhari with his angle can certainly create some pressure this time, dancing down the track, trying to attack Kamal. Well, that's the end of first over. Ireland Wolves 11 for none.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps ko yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Going to be spin today will be the challenge. And Bipin Khatri, I think this is a good decision. And get the left arm spinner into the team. It's their strength. Play to your strengths. Only shame for me, no Surya Tamang missing out with an injury, who was the leading wicket taker in the PM Cup in January and was just so good. I thought he was the one who might really start giving a twin pairing to Lalit Rajbanshi in the national team, but his time will come. Plenty of time ahead of him. I just think for the moment, you want to play to your strengths, Nepal. I know they're looking to breed the next generation of fast bowlers too. Get your spinners into the team. He'll bowl similarly to Sagar Dakal, not a big turner of the ball.
The addition of Bipin Khatri, Nepali side would definitely have that strength in the lower batting order as well. Bipin has been so fabulous with the bat and ball in the Prime Minister's Cup, leading his team. This time just bringing the ball back in towards McCollum with that angle. Talking about Bipin Khatri, has had a brilliant run in the Prime Minister's Cup. 9 innings, scored at 92 runs and picked up 20 wickets for his team, leading the team. A young player, he has been around the circuit, played for various franchise clubs. Definitely looking to start off with a bang for Nepal A. One thing that is consistent about Bipin Khatri is his line and length.
But again, look at the lack of turn. You wouldn't necessarily expect turn on what's been a repaired surface and with a new ball in play, but it's really just angling in, skidding in. I suspect this might be a byproduct of Rajan Shah having had a good look at Adair and saying, I'm not sure he likes spin. Well, this time he gets enough of it to muscle it down the ground. Man at mid-off is not particularly straight, and Adair gets a good piece of it to get a boundary, his first of the day.
Well, Adair just getting that connection, we're talking about it. He loves playing in those V long on, long off, struggles against playing in that leg side region. Well, Lenny, talking about Bipin Khatri, he was once considered to be the only Chinaman in the country, but later he shifted again to the orthodox left arm spin.
You've got to think of Tul Bahadur Thapa as well, the left arm wrist spinner. Very talented young bowler. We've seen him in a couple of the franchise events here in Nepal. Just so pleased for Gyanendra Malla. Also for Kalam Ali as well. I was talking to Kalam this morning. He was saying he's enjoying it so much. Trying to influence these young boys and bring them on. Good start from Khatri despite that boundary from Adair. It's 16 for none.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps ko yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर। Valley Express, wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express, crunch your hunger.
So 2 overs in. If you're just joining us, welcome along to the coverage. Nepal winning the toss, choosing to bowl first again. Lovely innovation from James McCollum. He just scoops that away. I think it might have gone all the way. Yes, it has. Use of Khanal Singhari's pace helped round the corner. The first maximum of the day.
You just see McCollum just getting to that line and length of Khanal Singhari, using his pace, just playing that unorthodox shot out there. A brilliant thing, a premeditated shot. Well, he's looking confident, McCollum. Well, as Lenny was talking about, at various point of time, he goes to India for his batting practice. Well, how much of his team, like players, goes to India for batting practice? Because in Nepal, we can see various players going to India for those batting practices and everything.
Yeah, look, I think it's a big part of Irish cricket, both currently and going forward. You think about probably the strongest or longest standing link we have is with South African cricket. Here's the fans coming in. It is just 100 rupees on the gate. We're expecting a big crowd to start coming in through the gates. Come on down, enjoy the action in person if you are here. And that's a historic link in terms of youth cricketers, with 15 and 16-year-old boys and girls going down to South Africa. Really strong school links with the likes of Grey College and St. Scythians College, and in Durban, Johannesburg. More innovation again, and more brilliant batting from James McCollum. He's not necessarily going to have the strength to smash you out of the ground, down the ground for 6, so he's going to use the pace nicely. 1 over the right shoulder, 1 over the left, 2 maximums in the over. Brilliant batting.
Brilliant over so far for Ireland Wolves. And good thinking out there by McCollum, just using the pace of Khanal Singhari. As a fielder in third man reason, we just connected the ball. We're just not playing those shots around that V or leg side region where the fielders are being played. Just a bit of innovation there by McCollum. Well, Khanal Singhari, 2 maximum in this over. In the first over, we saw Khanal Singhari, he was struggling to find his correct line and length. He loves bringing the ball back into the right-hander with that angle that he has.
There just isn't any shape, is there? I think one of the things I love about the T20 format at this ground is it does take the toss out of the equation to a certain extent. You think about those ODIs we had the start of the 2nd edition of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 last month in February, and how much the toss had an impact there. That was because we were starting at 9:30 a.m. and there was some unseasonal weather. It was much colder and damper in the air than usual. But with a 1 p.m. start, the sun splitting the skies, I really think it's a completely even playing surface. And that's a beautiful stroke. That's a shot fit for a test match from one of Ireland's red ball specialists, showing he's very capable too here with the white ball. Maybe the shot of the day for me. 4 runs.
Brilliant shot out there. Just going on back for just brilliant placement, brilliant timing. Just came from the middle of the bat, just piercing the gap between the 2 fielders. Well, just look at that shot. Just stand and deliver. Khanal Singhari is struggling to find his line and length. But you need to give credit to McCollum the way he is batting.
And keeps attacking. This is outstanding. What an over from James McCollum. 4 boundaries, 20 runs come from it. Top-notch stuff from him. Good start for the Wolves, 36 for none.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 MBPS 200 MBPS र 300 MBPS को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express, wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express, crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छाती भरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
Sagar Dakal, second over a spin in just the fourth over. I think this is the diet of what we're going to see today with Pound Saraf and Bipin Khatri into the team. You could, in theory, see 16 overs of spin from this Nepal A side today. Kamal Singh Ari treated with real disdain. You just see Ross Adair much more tentative, isn't he, with the pace off the ball from the spinners.
This is a good move out there. You could just see that shot from McCollum, just using the pace of Kamal Singh Ari. A brilliant over for Ireland Wolves, the previous over. As I was talking about, a brilliant move, like bringing in Sagar Dakal. We can see Ross Adair struggling to score around the leg side reason throughout this series. I had to talk about the stance that he has, the body position that he has, a rugby player. But if you give any width around that off-stump reason, he will punish you. So Sagar Dakal needs to be careful. Good running, good call there by McCollum. Just rotating the strike, and this is what Ross Adair could do at the moment. Just stay there in the non-striker and give yourself some time, because he has got that start but not been able to capitalize it.
Quick single, this could have been interesting. I think Ross Adair would have just got home, not by much. Yeah, certainly McCollum, much like PJ Moore yesterday, had to wait for his opportunity on this tour. He was grasping it with both hands. What can he do against the spinners? Ends up nutmegging himself. That was on a football field. You'd have got the old Olay out.
Well, a good delivery there by Sagar Dakal. He just saw McCollum just trying to make room for himself. You could just see he is changing his stance, going towards the leg side. Brilliant thinking, quicker through the air with that flatter trajectory, not giving any room for McCollum to just free his arms and play that premeditated shot.
Really is staggering, the disparity at which Ireland have comfort with playing against seamers as opposed to spinners. This time, is it going to be a chance? And the finger, it has gone up. Maybe some glove. Is there a feather of an edge? Whatever has happened, it's an outstanding catch, a reaction, reflex catch from Binod Bhandari. And Ireland's struggles against spin continue.
Well, the first wicket for Nepal. A brilliant catch there by the skipper Binod Bhandari. You could just see Binod Bhandari with where he was standing outside the off stump, but look at that reflex from him. Brilliant catch to dismiss the set batsman McCollum. Ireland Wolves 37 for 1.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 MBPS 200 MBPS र 300 MBPS को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consultant management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
Shuffle in the Irish batting order. We saw PJ Moore open yesterday. Stephen Doherty opened the first two games, and it's PJ Moore at 3 today. It's funny because you think of the Irish senior team quite settled, particularly in T20 cricket with Balbirnie and Sterling at the top. There's so many opening options. Someone like PJ Moore in white ball cricket will be comfortable up in the first 6 overs opening the batting, but he might have to show that he can do it in the middle too. 4 have been bowled. It's a wicket taking over. 38 for 1.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर. 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है।
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
Well, it's a trial by spin. I think we've got to give great credit to all of the Nepal A coaching team here. Much like the Ireland Wolves team is needing to learn quickly, the Nepal A side are learning quickly about their opposition. It's going to be a torturous trial by spin throughout this afternoon. For Ireland batting first, there's Bashir Ahmed, another one of the options. Get a look at the wicket again.
Just trying to play. It's a bit of glove there by McCollum, but a brilliant glove work there by Binod Bhandari. Well, the plan has been clear for against Ross Adair, just bringing the ball back in, camping him for room, not letting any opportunity to play that shot.
Just one sad thing to reflect upon from back home in Ireland yesterday. We saw the Irish team in black armbands with not just one but two deaths within the Irish cricket community. Former Irish international Rodney Bernstein, who played with great distinction for Merrion, Leinster and Carlisle, won 8 caps. Back when Ireland really played a couple of games a year between 1960 and 1962, including playing against Australia. College Park in Dublin against the likes of the great Richie Beno and Bill Lawry. Sadly, he has passed away, and so too has Charlie Craig, the Clontarf CC stalwart, the former president. And we're all thinking of his wife and his sons and many friends in the club and the community. May they both rest in peace, and some sad news there from back in Ireland. You know, the Irish community's been really enjoying watching the action here from Kathmandu. Brilliant coverage being given too.
We've seen a brilliant level of cricket being played from Ireland Wolves, the way they have came back in the game. Brilliant batting performance. Once again, Ross Adair trying to create that room around that off-stump reason. A brilliant over there by Bipin Khatri. Just 4 runs off this over. Ireland Wolves 42 for 1.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 MBPS, 200 MBPS र 300 MBPS को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है।
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
ओए तान्छको आमा, यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो?
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने? कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर?
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा। कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
They're playing with a decent run rate at the moment. Current run rate 8.40. We have seen change in bowling. Binod Bhandari has plenty of option today. And Ross Adair is still struggling to get that runs. Is struggling to find that room for himself. And there's a change in bowling. Rashid Khan comes in. A brilliant bowler, Rashid Khan. Loves getting that bounce from the wicket. Loves hitting the deck hard. Still surprised. No slip in place. But well, we're seeing in the first over as well, there's no bit of movement for the seamers.
The ball hasn't really swung at all, has it? It's been clipped off his legs nicely. Should get a couple as Lokesh Bam, the hero from yesterday, does the fielding, gets a big cheer from the home crowd too. How good an innings was that from Lokesh Bam yesterday, particularly given how much he struggled at the start of it.
He was struggling at the start, not getting that connection from his bat. We just see some boundaries coming off the edges and not getting that start that he would have wanted. But after that, after the partnership with Arif Sheikh, the confidence that we saw in Lokesh Bam, just striking the ball pretty well, getting the middle of the bat, and a brilliant inning from this youngster yesterday. The celebration was interesting. Such a happy moment as a cricketer to just score that century.
He feel a bit for Ross Adair here, don't you? He's clearly battling. Has this remarkable record back in. Particularly club cricket, but also more recently in inter-pro cricket, of striking the ball with real fury and career strike rate up over 150. But he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm, any timing here on conditions that are completely alien to him. You see, he's trying to innovate, he's trying to do something, but as a consequence, he's very rarely getting a stable base, and he's very rarely being able to show us his power.
From the start of this innings, we can just see Ross Adair going away from that leg stump, trying to create that room to play those shots around the off stump. There's a compact outside off field for Ross Adair. He loves playing in offside region. We have been talking from the first game. He struggles with just playing around that mid-wicket region.
Now a short ball, I think. Well, Ross Adair wanted a wide. I can see why. I think if we get a look at the replay of this may well have been over the head. He's not a particularly tall man, Ross Adair, and that looked to me to be too short. Gets away with it though.
Just hitting the deck hard, Ross Adair. Just looking for that umpire signal to be called as a wide. The first bounce. The over. Brilliant over for Rashid Khan. Back-to-back dot deliveries.
Again, Adair just not getting any kind of a base set. Talk about cricket being played up in the 6 inches above your eyes, up in your mind. You've seen a great example of it here. Ross Adair knows he's struggling, and as a consequence, he's not giving himself a chance. And having had a flying start with McCollum taking 20 off Kamal Singh Airi, Nepal have pulled this back really well.
They brought back the momentum towards themselves. PJ Moore, destructive batsman, a brilliant innings yesterday. 49 of 33 deliveries. So this is a perfect platform for Nepali to just pick up some wicket, apply that pressure to Ireland Wolves side. This time it's given wide.
We saw a little bit of conjecture yesterday, didn't we? Particularly from the Irish. I thought at times they weren't just close to the lines. At times they probably pushed the line. I'm not talking about the wide line either. I'm talking about the line of acceptability. I thought on the whole the umpires did a really good job actually. Two standing today, the same as yesterday. It's Adi Pradhan and Basu Karn. But there was several no balls. There was quite a few very close wide calls too. And Ireland in the second innings felt they were all going Nepal's way. That one went Ireland's way, and rightly so. End of the sixth, end of the power play. Maybe honours even. It's 46 for 1.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger. अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, ding ding bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital Nepal specializing in software development, IT consulting, management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
Well, 46 for first power play. You might think that's a good start for Ireland, but given they were 36 for none after 3, it's been a really good fight back in the second half of that power play. Ross Adair in particular just struggling to get going. The trial by spin is going to continue. He's rotating his bowler, Sagar Dakal, the wicket taker. And that's more like it. Stable base set. I think he's got a good piece of this, more than enough to go up onto those grass banks. And a fan bowls one in. That's Ross Adair, and the 50 comes up.
Well, this would certainly give some confidence to Ross Adair. He was struggling. The 18 deliveries, the best was set. This time getting that connection. Look at that ball travelling. Oh, he was just there. Good chest there, young man.
Tries to repeat the dose, man at long on, straight to him. Well, it's 6 and out for Adair. It sadly sums up his tour a little bit, and it's Pau and Saraf who takes an easy catch. He didn't have to move an inch, did he? Just as they got to 50, Ireland lose their second.
Just talking about Adair getting that confidence. Just was trying to go over that long on reason. A simple catch for Pawan Saraf. Second wicket for Ireland Wolves. Adair has to depart for 17. Ireland Wolves 52 for 2.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. Paunhos 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps ko yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
डबल मज्जा पैक पाउन्डहोस डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
Stephen Doherty in his new role at number 4. I think he's been probably the standout batter of the trip. For me, the way in which he's played, he is at times looked a class apart, and I'd even include some of the Nepal senior side in that. Top scored in the first game, looked really good in the second game, came out yesterday, and well, he scored at a really aggressive strike rate right from the start. And again, you talk about Adair's struggles, it's just not been his tour thus far.
It's not been his tour for Adair. We've seen him struggling, not being able to capitalize the start that he has got. PJ Moore and Doheny out there in the middle. Ireland Wolves need some bit of partnership at the middle now. They need to rebuild the innings. Well, the run is not a bit of concern, but the wickets. Two openers back into the dugout. They need a partnership at the moment, and Doheny and PJ Moore, we know their capabilities of hitting the ball hard. Well, there's two fielders, there's long on, long off. And Sagar Dhakal is the type of a bowler who loves giving that flight, who loves giving that air.
Yeah, I certainly think the one disappointment for Ireland's batting so far on this trip, nobody's made 50 yet, an individual 50 that is. PJ Moore, the highest score of the trip, 49 yesterday. They'll want someone to step up and put their hands up, get a 70, 80 plus, maybe even 100 like we saw yesterday from Lokesh Bam. And these two, for me, might be the most likely to do it, to get that 50 plus score for the Wolves. It's another wicket taking over. Sagar Dhakal's been excellent. It's 55 for 2.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. Paunhos 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps ko yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
You flip the bat. Ireland Wolves 55 for 2. The two new men in, Doheny and PJ Moore. Well, Nepal going with spin to win. Many options for Binod Bhandari to rotate the bowlers. You have seen a mix of seamers coming in, spinners from both the end. Bipin Khatri, brilliant in the Prime Minister's Cup. Bat and ball. This time a good delivery, just targeting that off stump. With this, there's a change in the commentary box. A very good afternoon, Sachin.
Thank you, Ayush. Good afternoon to all our viewers watching us live on Action Sports. Bipin Khatri in operation. Was a flying start from the Ireland Wolves side. And the Nepali bowlers have contained them really well. 55 for 2 after 7.1. Nepal would not be very disappointed with this.
Well, absolutely. McCollum was looking dangerous. They just got rid of McCollum. Then Adair, the two new men in. Brilliant start. And Dayang Rai is always there. He enjoys his cricket. And it's such a good sign to see such a Nepal A team getting a sponsor in their jersey. It's always important for the game to grow.
Hit back straight. Straight onto the side screen. This has come after some time for the Ireland Wolves side, and PJ Moore says enough is enough. We've taken too much of pressure on our shoulders. Now we'll exert them, and he hammers this over the umpire. A flat hit, straight onto the side screen. Boom.
With the spin, it was in his range, just getting beneath the ball. Good thinking. Scored a maximum in the previous delivery. Just rotate the strike and be at the non-striker's end. Well, now bowlers, Nepal A bowlers needs to be careful because Delany and PJ Moore, we know their capabilities of hitting the ball hard. They're looking aggressive. We saw in the yesterday's game as well. But Binod Bhandari has plenty of options today.
We have a bigger crowd comparing to yesterday's match. They've come in also because Nepal almost chased that massive target of 223. Nepal were eventually short by 21 runs. Lokesh Bam, what an innings from him yesterday. That came in with the arm. Bipin Khatri, he's a very handy bowler, mind you. And that brings us to the end of the 8th, 63 for 2.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consulting management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
So Delany and PJ Moore, can they build a partnership? They scored 222 yesterday. A ball him, trying to go through the line. That actually came in straight. Delany missed it completely. And the third wicket has fallen.
The moment we are talking about Ireland Wolves desperately need a partnership at the middle. A brilliant delivery from Sagar Dakal. Well, he was expecting the ball to come with the angle. The ball stayed straight into the off stump, and look at the celebration from Sagar Dakal. A brilliant delivery to get rid of Delany. Well, back-to-back wickets for Ireland Wolves. This would certainly add some pressure to this team now. Stephen Delany departs for 4. Ireland Wolves 64 for 3.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
So 64 for 3. Sagar Dakal has picked up yet another one. What a spell already. 3 for 11. Sagar Dakal was very economical yesterday as well, apart from his 4th over that went for massive 23 runs. And Kate Carmichael. He comes at the centre. 64 for 3 after 8.1. I think Nepal would be pretty happy with this start, with their bowling start. And what Ireland Wolves need now is one partnership, one big partnership.
Brilliant thinking there by skipper Binod Bhandari as well. You could just as soon as Carmichael, the new man, walks in, he brought Arif Sheikh in slip position just to add that pressure to him. And Sagar Dakal, this has been his strength. You talk about the domestic cricket, the franchise leagues, the under-19 team, for the Nepali economy, so much of consistency in his economy. Sachin Sagar Dakal has been fabulous in the Prime Minister's Cup as well. And now you could just see 3 wickets for just conceding 12 runs.
This is an appeal. This is an appeal. The fielders are celebrating, and in fact the batter is walking. A bonus wicket this for the Nepali side. There wasn't double at all in this ball. Went straight to the fielder. And what a flat throw. Sagar Dakal, all he had to do was catch it cleanly, which he did, and dislodge the bill, and umpire had no hesitation at all.
Well, this was not needed. This was not needed. There's no 2 runs. Just a bit of miscommunication. Ireland Wolves under a bit of pressure now.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
Bonus wicket here for Nepal. Wasn't needed at all. And you'll have to praise that flat throw too. Sagar Dakal was very clinical in collecting it and dislodging the bails. Easiest of decisions for the umpire. Further slows it down this time, Sagar Dakal. 66 for 4. I think the Ireland Wolves must be worried now.
Well, back-to-back wickets for Ireland Wolves. They would be in some bit of concern now for the middle order and lower middle order. The top order could not create that foundation for them. But credit needs to be given to Sagar Dakal. The way he's bowling today, consistent with his line and length. Pawan Saraf making his way to the team at a brilliant run in the Prime Minister's Cup. Look at this over from Sagar Dakal. Wicket, 1 wicket, dot, and a single.
Pawan Saraf is an excellent fielder. He collected it beautifully, very clinically, as I said, and the collection from Sagar Dakal was also fantastic. So excellent teamwork to get that wicket of Carmichael. Chips it towards the onside. They'll settle for a single.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
ओए तान्छको आमा, यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने?
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो?
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने? कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर?
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा. कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
So Khanal Singh ID was very expensive today. He was hammered up front. And 3 wickets for Sagar Dakal. Rashid Khan, economical as well, has given away only 4 runs. Now certainly advantage Nepal. 68 for 4 after 9. Can they restrict Ireland to a score of 160 or less than that?
Haven't seen him yet.
And Pawan Saraf has been introduced from the Chobar end by Captain Bhandari. Right arm off break. Gets additional bounce as well. He's 6'2". Very tall guy, Pawan Saraf. Can he put in a memorable performance? Remember, they're all knocking the door of the senior side.
And good thinking as well from the skipper. As soon as the left-handed batsman, the skipper walks in, Neil Rock has brought his off-spinner. And straight away sleeping please for the new man in. Well, this has been a big concern for the Ireland Wolves. They were 37 for 1. After that, 52 for 2, 64 for 3 and 66 for 4. We're just talking about the lack of partnership, the importance of partnership for the Ireland Wolves. Well, crowd coming in number.
They were 36 for none after 3 overs, Ayush. And has been a great comeback by the Nepali bowling unit. Saraf in operation with his right arm off spinner. Comes around the wicket. He likes bowling from that angle. He's known more for his batting initially when he came into the cricketing circuit in Nepal. Got into the national team too, but could not cement his position in the side, and that's the reason why he's been in and out of the team. Did get few opportunities against Canada when Canada toured Nepal, but couldn't put in a memorable performance. This was a flatter one from Pawan Saraf, read it beautifully well, and PJ Moore. This is wonderful counter striking.
Well, PJ Moore continuing in from where he left yesterday. Well, this was needed. This was needed for the Ireland Wolves side, and PJ Moore as well. There's too much of dot deliveries wicket. And this time PJ Moore says enough is enough. I would not take any pressure on myself. They just need a partnership at the moment. What Neil Rock could do is just stay there, take some time, give strike to PJ Moore. He's striking the ball pretty hard. He's getting that connection from the first ball, Sachin PJ Moore.
Played really well yesterday too. This time wider. Was short in length as well. Another boundary, a boundary to follow after that massive 6. This is brilliant counter-attacking batting by PJ Moore. It was a nothing delivery really. Was short, wide. Dragged his length further because he was hammered for a 6. Not good bowling at all.
Well, interesting delivery. The third man was inside the 30-yard circle. There's no fielder. The offside region just offering that room to PJ Moore.
Another nothing delivery. And this one is bigger. Huge hit. PJ Moore is releasing the pressure that the Nepali bowlers had put in, and Pawan Saraf has only himself to blame. This was a half tracker really. And as soon as the ball left the bat, everybody knew that was a 6. Did somebody catch it? Did somebody catch that in the crowd? I don't think so. Dropped it. Was a good opportunity though. So a big over this for the Ireland Wolves team. You never write them off. Goes after this again. Has gone really high and handsome. Third 6 of this over. This is terrific hitting from PJ Moore.
This is brutal hitting from PJ Moore. Look at that shot. Oh, it just went. He's getting that connection, PJ Moore. Binod Bhandari trying to focus on the matchup. Brought in his off spinner as soon as the left-handed Neil Rock came in. But just to counter-attack that plan, Neil Rock just taking the single, giving strike to PJ Moore. And PJ Moore hitting with the spin.
Takes a single off the last delivery. 24 runs coming off this over. A massive one for Ireland Wolves. Exactly what the doctor ordered for them. Score 92 for 4.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
के ल्याइस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु. तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छाती भरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर. 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है
सबैजना हुन्छ ह्याप्पी ह्याप्पी. भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
ओए तान्छको आमा, यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो?
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने? कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर?
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा. कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छाती भरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
So drinks taken 92 for 4 after 10. And in this format of the game, it can be seen how one over can change the whole course of the match. Before this over, the Irish side was struggling at 68 for 4 after 9. And this gigantic over off the bowling of Pawan Saraf. This was bowled shorter. 2 short deliveries. One smash for a boundary towards the point area. Another club towards the mid-wicket region for a huge 6. So 24 runs off that over. And Sagar Dakal has been brought back in. Rightly so, because Binod Bhandari would not want to allow the Irish Wolves to build a partnership in here. PJ Moore is looking so dangerous. 36 of 16. Sagar Dakal, what an excellent figure for him. 3 for 15 after 3. Mind you, he was also very economical yesterday till that final over in which he was clubbed for 23. 3 sixes in that final over. Shorter one this time. Towards the offside for a single.
So protection out there in the deep, and good thinking out there by PJ Moore. Just scored some runs in the previous over. He could just take some time. There's left and right hand combination in the middle for Ireland Wolves. Neil Rock and PJ Moore. So just Sagar Dakal is coming into ball. Just give the strike to Neil Rock as the left-handed batsman. He'll certainly have that advantage over the left arm.
So that over has released the pressure of the Ireland batters. The run rate right now 9.1. That can be improved. But what the Irish side need at this point of time is a partnership. In the last 30 bowls, 5 sixes, 1 4. 3 of the over of Pawan Saraf. He reached to it, and this is a huge hit. It has landed on the roof of the commentary box. Massive hit. For a moment, I thought he did not time the ball really well, PJ Moore. He had to reach to it, but that's the kind of power he can generate. Another 6, and 100 comes up for the Ireland Wolves.
Well, PJ Moore, look at that bottom hand coming into play. Not getting the middle part of the bat. but the power that this man has. He's continuing in from where he left yesterday. Brilliant innings so far. 43 of just 18 deliveries.
You never write this team off, the Ireland Wolves. Much better length this. He gave the ball proper air as well and pitched almost around that good length area. Paras Kharka's grandfather there, one of the biggest fans of Nepali cricket, comes every day to watch almost even a club game. That's how much he loves cricket. PJ Moore 43 of 19. Flighted one. Now he's toying with the ballers. He got a 6. Oh, this has gone to the boundary. How on earth did this carry to the boundary? The timing was so good. For a moment, I thought they would only pick up 2 runs. It's not all power. He did not opt to hit it or bludgeon it. All he did was time the ball so well. It was almost a Yorker length. Wow. This is some shot.
Absolutely. You could just see that bat flow. Timing at its best. Not much of a shot. Indeed, Sachin, he just played that half stroke, but the timing.
PJ Moore is toying with Nepali bowlers now. 47 of 20. How quickly has the momentum shifted in this match? There was 68 for 4 after 9, and Nepal seemed to have control of the game. Sweeps it really well, has gone flat, has gone all the way. He's got more than enough. Another 6 to end this over. And again, this is a 50. He got to his 50 in style. And the character of the crowd, they're cheering for a 50 scored by opponents. PJ Moore, 53 of 21. Brilliant innings this.
Well, he missed his half century from just a run yesterday, but he's looking dangerous. PJ Moore. Well, after the end of 11th over, Ireland Wolves 1-1-0 for 4.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 MBPS 200 MBPS र 300 MBPS को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
So 110 for 4 after 11. This is again a great comeback by the Ireland Wolves batters. Pulls it again. How far has this gone? How far has this gone? Lands safely. They take a single. And 43 runs have come off the last 13 deliveries. This was the last 6 that got PJ Moore his 50. He swept it really well. Wrong line, you'll have to say, from Sagar Dakal. You can't turn the ball from that position of bounce. Very, very well played. PJ Moore, can he continue and score a big one? Can he repeat what Lokesh Bam did yesterday?
Well, the team would certainly want PJ Moore to stay there in the crease till the last delivery. Well, Nelson on the scoreboard. Once again, Rashid, a shorter delivery. And this has been the strength of Rashid Khan. He loves hitting the deck hard. You can read that piece from the wicket, bounce from the wicket.
Captain, one of the over.
Ayush, the over number 10 and 11, producing 42 runs. This match against this innings, in fact, swinging both ways. The first 3 overs went to the ID's side. They were 36 for none after 3 overs. Then a good comeback by Nepal. They picked up 4 quick wickets. Cut really hard. Catch was the call. There's no way that could have been taken. Now runs coming in boundaries here for the ID's side. Cut ferociously. And the sound of the bat made sure that it was evident that the ball would go all the way. Very, very crisp sound off the bat. Was short, was wide. All he had to do was find enough bat, which he did in perfection. Another boundary to the ID's side.
Well, he's enjoying out there, PJ Moore. 50 runs partnership between PJ Moore and Neil Rock. This time, once again, PJ Moore. Well, this is some brutal hitting. He's playing fantastically against the spinners and now against medium pacer as well. PJ Moore. Well, the team would definitely ask for some more runs from PJ Moore.
PJ Moore wants more, gets more. It's just the length of the delivery of Rashid Khan so very early. These are not small sixes, Ayush. This is tremendous hitting. Oh, full toss this. Took more by surprise. Lucky Rashid Khan this time. That ball should have been out of the park as well because it was a juicy full toss.
Well, Rashid could just stick to his strength. We've seen Rashid Khan picking number of wickets in the Prime Minister's Cup through shorter deliveries and mix up slower balls. Just PJ Moore is just attacking him. You can say take some time. Well, a concerned dugout out there. Are we once again heading to a high-scoring game, Sachin?
Ireland Wolves would certainly be looking at that magical score of 200, 123 for 4. They've got this partnership out of nowhere. Mind you, they were reeling at 68 for 4. The crowd just a bit worried now. 13 runs already off this over of Rashid Khan. They still have 8 more overs to go. As I said, the over number 10 and 11, they went for 42 runs.
Last delivery. Well, this is what Neil Rock can do. Just take a single. This has been a brilliant over so far for the Ireland Wolves. After the end of 12th over, Ireland Wolves 1-4 for 4.
Powered by DHI. Chuttai chai.
Valley Express. Off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
So Ireland Wolves now completely in control of this game. And there has been a moment of panic for Captain Bhandari. He's brought in Kamal Singh Airi, and this is how Moore got to his 50. Plenty of big hits. Still not out at 64. 7 sixes and 3 fours in this innings of Peter Moore. 266 his strike rate. Now can he convert this start into a big 100? Can he take his side up to a score like they did yesterday? They scored 222 yesterday. I'm sure that score can be toppled today.
Kamal Singh Airi has been expensive so far. Trying to go for the Yorker. Still surprised. Nepal seamers just going on with that pace. You could just remove some pace. PJ Moore loves the ball coming back, coming towards him with that pace. You could just go with those cutters. Well, look at that projected score, Sachin. It's showing 206 now.
They're in the Nepal A team, Bhim Sarki there, but they'll be playing the longer format. This partnership 59 of 22. Can Kamal Singh Airi give a much needed breakthrough here? Moore immediately calls 2. They'll decide against it.
Kamal Singh Airi is still going on with that seam up delivery. There's no much of it for the simmers at the moment in this wicket.
I use this partnership between Moore and Neil Rock. is what, 57 runs now, and only 6 runs contributed by Neil Rock. That's how dominant Peter Moore has been. Good short delivery this time, and Neil Rock now can also go behind the bowlers, go after the bowlers. They need big score. They saw Nepal almost chasing that score of 223 yesterday. It was a miraculous comeback from the Ireland Wolves. The match was already gone. Nepal A needed only 48 of 30 balls with 7 wickets in hand, and everybody wondered how the Wolves were able to come back from that situation. Slow delivery, straight up. Lokesh says it's mine. There could have been collision, but Khanal rightly pulled out at the right time, and PJ Moore, after striking big, after scoring 65 of only 25 balls, has been dismissed.
Well, Kamal Singh Airi just taking some pace of the delivery. PJ Moore not getting that pace. He's trying to go for that big shot, not getting that connection. You could just hear that loud sound from Lokesh Bam, it's mine. And well, it's a brilliant catch there by Lokesh. But what an innings this has been. PJ Moore, 65 of 26 deliveries. Absolutely brutal hitting from this man. Ireland Wolves 1-7 for 5.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
भटभटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो. तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि.
.127 for 5. This is an opportunity for the home team now to come back into this match, because PJ Moore was striking everything out of the park, and Gareth Delany has come at the centre. They should be targeting at a score of over 200 for sure. And a very important wicket this. PJ Moore was going at a strike rate of 250. There was nearly a collision, but it was great of Khanal to realize that Lokesh was in position to take that catch, and he pulled out at the very last moment. Would have been a disaster if there was a collision, but good coordination between two young lads.
The change in bowling has done the trick for Nepali. Delany, the new man in Neil Rock, has not got that number of deliveries to play.
One wicket in this over, that important wicket of PJ Moore. A great over this. Almost an anti-climax, because we were observing PJ Moore smacking everything out of the park. Kamal was really expensive in his previous 2 overs, but he has come back really very well. And after 13, the score is 128 for 5.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
So the new man in Delany has played 67 T20Is for Ireland. Average of 20.34, strike rate of 132.59, but he can hit them big as well. Number of fans coming in. It's a Saturday afternoon, weekend in this part of the world. And Rashid Khan was hammered in his previous over by PJ Moore. Has been relaunched by Captain Bhandari from the Chobar end.
Well, Ireland Wolves were looking dangerous at one moment when PJ Moore was batting. Still, they got 7 overs in their hand. They could just build that partnership. Rashid could just stick with his strength. Just saw first delivery. It's a cutter. He loves hitting the deck hard, mix up of cutters and slower deliveries, and this has been his strength. The number of wickets that he has taken in the Prime Minister's Cup has came off of a shorter delivery or a slower delivery, Sachin.
He was a very, very promising young man who, when he came in, was seen as somebody who could step into the great shoes of Sompal and Karan. He went to Australia as well to gain more skills. He's got into this Nepali side. Now he'll have to take some wickets and perform well to get into that senior side. Stand and deliver. Effortless. This was ridiculously easy. Neil Rock stood there, was slightly towards the onside the ball. Almost a short him jab. Went a long way.
Well, a brilliant pickup shot out there by Neil Rock. Just adjusting to the line and length of Rashid Khan.
That late whip off the bat of Neil Rock. Another 6. Now this pair has to also realize that they cannot allow the Nepali bowlers to get on top of them, because they've lost a wicket all right of PJ Moore, but they still have batters to follow. They should carry on with this momentum. Cuts this time. Straight to deep point fielder Lokesh. Throws it back to the keeper. Only a single taken.
Well, if you are around TU Cricket Ground or Kritipur, you could just come in. We are heading towards a big scoring thriller. We know that Delany and Neil Rock can hammer the ball pretty well. They've got that strength. But a change in bowling has worked. The dangerous man, PJ Moore, has to walk back to the dressing room now. Neil Rock, the skipper, needs to take up that responsibility.
Was an attempt of slower bouncer. So 8 runs off the first 4 balls. Almost had tennis ball kind of bounce. Barely reached the keeper. So he has variations. He likes bowling those leg cutters. Rashid Khan, he has slower bounces as well. Plenty of ammunitions he has. But can he pick up wickets? That's what matters. Straying down the leg side. Flick off his thigh pads. Only a single now. Neil Rock batting at 14. Delany 2 of 3. Didn't have to do much. Neil Rock, the Irish captain, and plenty to do for Binod now. The think tank has to be right. Gave the last over yesterday to Sagar Dakal that went for 23. Captaining is not an easy job. Sweeps it from way outside the off stump. Won't go to the boundary. Rashid thought there was one more ball to go. Not the case at all. 14 gone, 138 for 5.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशे बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
6 overs left for the Irish Wolves to work with. They'll be thinking about 200 plus. They probably weren't thinking about that until that PJ Moore innings. Outstanding. We're finally going to see a sixth bowler, but the big surprise for me, it won't be Bashir Ahmed. Still no sign of the left arm spinner yet. It's going to be the part-time medium pace of Arif Sheikh. Treated with disdain immediately. You always get good value hitting straight here. Neil Rock, you bowl full to him, he'll punish you all day. Big hit for 6, dream start to Arif Sheikh's first for Ireland.
Now Neil Rock, he's taken the responsibility after the dismissal of PJ Moore. Didn't have to do anything in that partnership of 57 where he scored 6 and the rest was done by PJ Moore. And now after the dismissal of Moore, he is taking the charge.
Clipped into the leg side, isn't quite going to carry. Neil Rock's had a couple of miss hits he's got away with. Any reason for the lack of spin? I know Pound Saraf's over was very expensive, but real surprise, no Bashir Ahmed.
Probably because of his performance yesterday. He was bowling short deliveries, which went for plenty. He was very expensive yesterday. Probably that would have been in the head of Captain Bhandari. It's been difficult for him to rotate his bowlers. He's got options. Bipin Khatri has come in today. But how will he manage the remaining 5.4 overs? That's the question.
Could desperately do with a wicket, couldn't he, as well? Both Delany and Rock so capable. Good Yorker, wide Yorker, and Delany can't adjust. Good glove work too from Binod Bhandari up to the stumps.
It's been further difficult for any youngster to become a bowler and choose a career in cricket as a bowler, because it's very, very difficult to contain the modern day batters. And this, I think, is one of the best options. Bowling a wide Yorker, goes for it again.
It's funny that, isn't it? You look at the economy rates of bowlers over the last 20 years, they've leapt up. Back in the 90s, the 80s, you'd think of a good economy rate in ODI cricket, 3.5, 4 and over. No one does that now. If you're going at less than a run a ball in an ODI, you're going pretty well. And in T20 cricket, I remember for me growing up coming through in the late 90s, if you were going at 7 per over, that was disastrous. It was talked about in the club for weeks. Now bowlers can go at 10s, at 12s. It's brought almost the rejuvenation of leg spin, because they see the value in a bowler bowling 4 overs, 3 for 30. That's a really good spell in a modern T20, particularly at a ground like this. So in some ways, yeah, the more natural, the glamorous thing to do is to be a batter, but I kind of love to be a bowler. You get more leeway these days.
Also the attitude of batters, Lenny. Batting used to be surviving in that era, but now batting is about scoring. It's about attacking. The strike rate is always in question. Even the great Virat Kohli was questioned for his slow strike rate in T20 cricket.
Yeah, it's funny, a guy who, like a Ken Williamson, who scores at maybe 130 in a T20, they're going, well, we're not too sure. You're very welcome along to the coverage today. Andrew Leonard here alongside Sachin Timalsina. Beautiful day, really good crowd in, and we should, I think, have another good game in our hands.
Absolutely. I think Ireland would be looking for that magical score of over 200. Taken on the full was a low full toss. Will only be a single. Still a good over for Ireland Wolves after 15, 149 for 5.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु
So 5 overs left. Ireland going at almost exactly 10 and over. But remember, it was Gareth Delany that provided the late fireworks yesterday. Don't think we're going to see a left-arm spinner bowl the 20th this time. There are the hashtags. You want to get in touch, you have any questions for us, use that hashtag IRE Tour of NEP, NEP. And then you can catch that big offer using the hashtag Catch the Big Offer, which is the big launch from DishHome FibreNet. Some incredible offers in terms of that. Those internet packages throughout the homes, right across Nepal. And lovely to see Dipender Singh brought on as a brand ambassador. Lots of attention now, isn't there, for the senior players, the likes of Rohit Paudel, Dipender Singh, Kushal Malla, Kushal Bertel, Arif Sheikh. They become very, very compelling. Sampal Kami, Karen KC too, as brand ambassadors, as guys to endorse your product. Return a pound Saraf. It shows the popularity of the sport, and also it can only hopefully get more fans involved and more players being able to stay and be cricketers.
And they deserve every bit of it. They've worked really hard, got into the national side of this cricket crazy country. Even Paras Kharka, despite his retirement, is getting plenty of sponsorships. That shows how much Nepali fans love their cricketers. The sponsorship, the interest in cricket has made the sponsorships to go higher as well. They want to promote their brand in cricket. We've seen that, you know, the sponsors are really happy with the amount of attraction they're getting from this sport that is arguably the most popular sport in Nepal, right?
Oh, look, I think no doubt. I think the consciousness of the nation, it rides upon the fortunes of the national cricket team, particularly over the last couple of years. Really, since that journey to that first World Cup a decade ago. And that is not a good line. And Gareth Delany gets underneath it and sticks it into one of our VIP sections. All too easy right now for the right-handed batters facing the off-spinner. They're clearly targeting Pound Saraf with good success too.
And if you're going to bowl there, Delany will smack you 100 times out of 100. It's a nothing delivery, really. All he had to do was get his bat. Even top edge would have gone for 6 from that length. From that line, rather. Again, is not learning his lesson, Pawan Saraf. That's dangerous line to bowl against a powerful Delany.
Again, what is the plan here? Is the plan to pitch it around leg stump? You're still in essence offering Delany a free swing with the spin. This goes a long way up. It's a better line. Has it created a catching opportunity? It may well have, and it's well held on to again. Really good catch. Lokesh Bam down the bottom has taken it excellently, and he says, Kamal Singh Ari, that's mine, not yours. Saraf fights back.
He was in a similar situation before. It was Dev Khanal who almost obstructed his catch, and Lokesh not happy with the Kamal Singh Ari. He's yelling, this catch was always mine. And he's taken this comfortably. So Delany has been dismissed by Pawan Saraf. An easy catch eventually. But there was some coordination needed, which was there eventually. And Gareth Delany has been dismissed for 10 of 8. Score 157 for 6.
That's against the law.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading DishHome of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech.
Fionn Hand. Ireland do bat deep today with Hand all the way down at 8. Certainly very capable. Again, someone who will probably prefer pace on the ball to spin, although it was his T20I debut against Afghanistan where he made a real impact with about 36 off 18 that day, including 6 boundaries. This is a really good catch. Nepal's fielding today much, much better than yesterday.
Couldn't have agreed more. They've been good with the ground fielding as well, and the coordination was eventually good enough for Lokesh to take that catch, but he was furious at his partner. He called at it. He was underneath that ball and caught that easily. Slices this towards the offside. Just a single.
We'll wrap out the 16th over. Saraf does have a first wicket. 159 for 6.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Arif Sheikh to bowl a second. Now, yesterday he bowled a very good first over and was very expensive in his second. And Neil Rock is going to try and make it the same case today with an almighty blow. That's gone a long way. Slightly larger side today. 6 from the moment it left the bat.
The sound was so crisp that we knew that the ball will travel all the way. 6 off the very first ball of Arif Sheikh's second over. And the pressure mounting on him. Captain Neil Rock. How many can he score and to what total he can take his team to? That's the question. Those are the questions. He has hammered one out of the park. And if he stays there till the very end, I think Ireland Wolves are looking at a very, very formidable total. They can still fancy that score of 2-2-2 that they managed yesterday.
Yeah, you just wonder about some of Nepal's bowling changes here. No Bashir Ahmed, real surprise. Okay, I know he had a bad day yesterday. You probably admit to that it wasn't his best day. But surely he's in the team to bowl left arm spin. He's not in the team to bat at number 7 or number 8, even though he's a fine batter. Yesterday, what did he bowl? 3 overs, none for 38. Today would have been a chance to bounce back from that. Everyone went at nearly 10s and over. Some went at more. And Arif Sheikh's first over yesterday went for 4. The second one went for 24. So just not learning those little things. You got away with an over of them, get somebody else into the attack.
Also, when you're bowling at that pace, the options are very, very limited. Slightest of errors would get you out of the park, like he was hammered in the very first ball.
And just again there, he's only missed the block hole by inches, and it's gone yards over the rope again. Very short down there, the short third. 6 more. Neil Rock playing a sparkling little cameo here, the Irish skipper.
Raining 6s. As I said, he missed the mark only by a couple of inches, and he sliced the ball over the point boundary for a huge 6. The power in this Irish boys, they're hammering 6s.
is this going to be a chance? Not quite. Really good diving effort from Pawan Saraf. Probably saves 3 runs. Might have actually got his body on the line. Flicks off the wrist, maybe even up into the face.
Now the momentum slowly swinging back towards the Irish side again. Oh, this was a great attempt. He put his body on the line. Really courageous attempt this by Pawan Saraf.
What you're going to just see there briefly is Binod Bhandari talking to the umpire. I am certain that will be about which bowler has bowled what overs, because I'm not sure whether or not he's got his sums exactly right here. Khanal, Bipin Khatri and Rashid Khan all have one left. So maybe that's why he felt he had to bowl a second one of Sheikh. Surely Bipin Khatri needs to bowl the 18th. The seamers bowl the last 2. Another good diving stop. The ball is following Pawan Saraf. 3 more runs saved by him.
Oh, good job. Perfect.
Was a full toss. Very well saved this. Lenny, they've scored 15 sixes and only 7 fours. That's modern day cricket for you. Nobody believes in scoring 4s anymore.
It's kind of this venue as well, isn't it? We're up at altitude. Everyone always asks me when I come here, they say, oh, the boundaries are tiny. They're not tiny. They really aren't. It's just the ball seems to soar well over 55 metres the whole way around the ground, sometimes bigger square of the wicket. You get great rewards straight down the ground. You're up with that little bit of atmosphere, good batting surfaces. And the runs just keep coming, don't they? It's another 6. Well, that one has caused some damage to the DishHome FibreNet advertising board. 6 more to round out an expensive Arif Sheikh over. 181 for 6.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FibreNet. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription में big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छाती भरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
3 overs left. Still not going to be Bipin Khatri. Another surprise for me. Rashid Khan. And this has gone many a mile. Fionhand hits a big ball. It's a no ball to boot. 7 runs to the total. Free hit to follow. Ireland might get to that 2-2-2 or post it.
This is terrible for Nepal. This is absolutely terrible. It's now getting a little too predictable. Rashid. Yes, it was a good call. I think that's a no ball. Umpiring has been of top quality in this series and hammered it all the way for a 6. The sad news for Rashid is he will have to bowl an extra delivery and he cannot have the batter out.
No damage done from the free hit and a bit of a cheer from the crowd. I think for Fionhand, important little innings here today, and in the ODIs it will follow this as well. He's got to show that he's an all-rounder to get into the mix for that T20 World Cup squad. He is an all-rounder. He's shown it in patches, maybe not as consistently as he would have liked. He does hit a big ball. That was huge.
Andrew, do you also think that there's an added pressure for the players to prove themselves as an all-rounder because of the format of the game, regarding the security of yourself in the team?
It's tricky as well, isn't it? You might be in for 8 or 10 or 12 balls and you've got to make an impact. Maybe the hardest role to do in T20 cricket is what we saw Dinesh Karthik do so brilliantly the IPL over the last couple of games. You're only going to face somewhere between 8 and 18 balls. You're in the last quarter of the innings. and you just can't have a single dot. You've got to find a way to hit 4s and 6s right from the off.
They call him a 15-ball batter. 48 of 24 now for the Irish captain, Neil Rock. He's been superb today. Has 5 6s to his name. No 4s yet. He doesn't believe in scoring 4s.
The runs just continue to come around this ground. Just be a single this time, but you talk about the last month of cricket, if you include that tri-series between Nepal, the Netherlands and Namibia, we've seen in just 9 games 200 gone past 4 times. It's going to be a 5th time today. Don't rule out there being a 6th one too in Nepal's chase.
TU International ground, once known for favours for the spinners, is now known for big targets, big scores. That's something the crowd would always want in a T20 match. Wrong line, will be leg buys. Has been a good comeback after being smacked for a 6 off the very first ball in this over by Rashid Khan.
The question is, who's going to bowl 19 and 20? Surely they're not going to bowl a left-arm spinner in Bipin Khatri, the 20th, after what happened to Sagar Dakal yesterday. The last 3 balls all went for 6 from Gareth Delany's blade. Have to calculate your bowling choices. They've used 6, still no Bashir Ahmed. Pound Saraf's gone at economy rate of 17s. Now an inside edge onto the pad is going to get Neil Rock 50, the Irish Wolves captain. And just a ripple of applause, maybe not the way in which he wanted to get there. And his teammates are now acknowledged, and so too the crowd. It's his 3rd T20 50 and his best 58 not out for the Wolves against Namibia back in 2020, 79 not out for the Knights against Leinster Lightning. That now number 3, coming off just 26 balls, much like the innings against the Lightning last June.
He's been merciless in this innings of his. That was an attempt to slog. No proper connection whatsoever. So Rashid Khan ends his spell, a very expensive one. 39 off his 4 overs, 193 for 6.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
Catch the big offer from DishHome 5net. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHA. छुट्टै छ है.
2 overs remain for the Irish Wolves. 200 plus is a certainty. What can they get to? They broke the record in their short history, the Irish Wolves. Played 16 T20Is, and thanks to innings like this from Neil Rock, PJ Moore, the other standout, finally 2 batters have got past that 50 landmark in some really good strokes. And Sachin, as you were saying, so many maximums. 5 for Neil Rock, 7 for PJ Moore. And the runs have just flowed around this wonderful venue. Good innings from Ireland's captain. I think he needed that. He wasn't really shy of runs, just maybe shy of a little bit of time in the middle as much as anything. As Kamal Singh Ari will bowl the 19th, so we may well see a left-arm spinner bowl the 20th again. Not sure it's the right move. Good Yorker to start with from Kamal Singh Ari. And can only get it away for 1.
And for Ireland Wolves, I think that run will bring Neil Rock back to the strike. He's batting at 50 of only 26. 11 balls to go. Can they break that record? 2-2. That's the highest so far in this Ireland Wolves tour of Nepal. The last over yesterday by Sagar Dakal went for 23. It's been a mixed kind of comeback for Kamal Singh Aidi in his comeback series, you can say. He got wickets yesterday, went for plenty of runs as well. Was very expensive in the first 2 overs that he bowled today.
I think on the whole it's been a really encouraging return. 3 wickets yesterday. Pick up a second here in this final over of his and keep it at around 40. In a day when everyone's going the distance, okay, you don't want to go at 10s per over. You'd love to go at 7s, 8s, 9s. But it's a high-scoring ground, and for me, he just offers that little bit of extra pace. He's probably similar to a Sampal Kami pace and would be quicker than Bahara and Karen KC. So definitely an option for Monty Desai. I'm not saying he's going to get into the Premier Cup squad or the T20 World Cup squad, but he is an option. Hits the death pretty well too, likes hitting the block hole.
And Nepal has had an issue with the death bowling. So Kamal Singh Aidi, he will certainly knock the door for the senior side because he can also bowl some good death overs. He's pacey, he's faster than what Avinash Bora is. He's got variations too.
Well, maybe I'm jealous, but I'm not too sure about the new hair. The long flowing. What do you think? I'm not too sure. The headband I like, but maybe just a bit of a trim needed for Kamal Singh Airi. Is he thinking the longer hair is going to help him bowl quicker or something? Hardik Pandya?
Chance of a run out, no, eventually made it easily. But it's always great to see fast bowlers having long hairs, hair bouncing off. A number of medium pacers or pacers, they idolize Shoaib Akhtar and his long run-up where the hair is flying all the way. I think he looks good with that hair, Andrew.
Well, he's a good-looking rooster, there's no doubt about that. I just reckon maybe a trip to the barber, a little bit off the sides. I'm not suggesting a head shave by any stretch. But no, it's just great to have him back. The 2 injuries he had were so horrific. I was here for one of them when he fractured his collarbone, and then the problem was he took so long to recover from that. As soon as he came back, he got a lower back injury. So just fantastic to see him fit and healthy and back in national team colours, although it's the A team here.
And this over, brilliant over. The 19th over, he's bowling to a very set Neil Rock, who's batting at 53 of 29. He's not allowed a single boundary in his first 5 balls. Can he finish it well?
This is a really good final over, given the context of the game and the rate at which Ireland have scored, particularly in the second half. Superb, just 6 from it. He's going to finish with 1 for 41. Really good comeback from Kamal Singh Airi. 199 for 6.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
Powered by DHome. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT system management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company.
Well, happened here. We obviously can't hear it. I think he might have miscounted here, Binod Bhandari. I might be wrong. I think he thought that Rashid Khan might have had 1 left. There's certainly confusion right now. Bipin Khatri it is who's bowled 3. The other possibility is the umpires may be penalising Nepal for not bowling their overs in time. They might have another one up in the circle. So he may have 2 problems at hand right now, Binod Bhandari. You can see it there. Bipin Khatri is an over left. I don't think Pawan Saraf or Arif Sheikh are going to bowl. And are we going to see a bit of a case of deja vu from yesterday?
That's certainly the case now. Bipin Khatri will bowl the final over. I think he should have been brought in the previous over, which Rashid Khan bowled. A spinner bowling the final over against a very set Neil Rock. That's the Wi-Fi zone. The free Wi-Fi zone offered to you by DishHome 5net. For the first time, you can enjoy free Wi-Fi in the entire ground.
Just have got confirmation that it is an over-rate penalty. Nepal have been a bit slow. If you look at the time, this game started at 1 o'clock. It's 2:44. Yes, a few balls have gone out of the ground, so that will have been some mitigating circumstances. You've got 80 minutes to bowl it. They've taken a lot more than that. So a penalty for this final over. Well, this is a hospital pass for Bipin Khatri. Only 4 fielders in the deep. What can the left-arm spinner do? Gets away with the first one. No timing from Neil Rock. Surely this can't have been the plan. Surely you don't want a spinner bowling your 20th and final over. The 200's up.
This is already a big score, 200. It's also a psychological thing, Andrew. Getting up to that 200 mark. And now they have 5 more balls to go. Can they bludgeon some more here? The Irish Wolves batters. Fionn Hand very capable as well.
It's a big ball, Fionn Hand. And he gets it just where he'd like it. It was short of a length. It skidded on. Picked up the length nicely, didn't he? Read it and smashed it away for 6. Don't think this is a good plan. 2-2-2 plus is on again.
That length to a batter who's looking to bludgeon everything in the final over, and you're bowling half-trackers. This time there was a massive swing off the bat of Fionn Hand, but no connection.
I guess the problem is you don't want to go too full. And if you drag it down, you get yourself into trouble. Really good partnership again. Neil Rock and Fionn Hand showing those all-round skills. He's spoken pretty openly about wanting to improve his consistency. Good contribution from him today. And that's going to be 1 freebie. Fionn Hand wanted the single. Neil Rock wants to face the left-arm spinner.
Neil Rock would certainly be looking to hit it with the turn. And the added pressure in Bipin Khatri's mind.
And concern here, things going from bad to worse. Binod Bhandari is not the kind to go down unless something's quite bad. Let's hope it's just a stinger on the end of the finger rather than something like a little dislocation or a break. We're going to have another real delay in play here. I think strategically, Nepal haven't been great across the 2 days for me. Fielding wise, much better today. Bowling a little better. I want to improve that. But I think their game management, and that's why this A team is here. It's to give them exposure. But Bhandari has so much experience. But it's about upskilling and educating his younger charges.
Has been a tough day for him again as a captain. He struggled with bowlers rotation. Bipin Khatri, I don't think, is the best choice to bowl the final over. Especially when they still have 4 wickets in hand, the Island Wolves. And Neil Rock still there, 55 of 31. And you can clearly see the pressure in Bipin Khatri's mind. And that's one of our sponsors, Valley Express. So if you want some snacking inside the TU ground, you have great food there.
Been getting great messages from back in Ireland. Lenny, how's the Valley Express chicken? Haven't tried it yet. Today's the day. I'm going to nip down now in the... Actually, I'm on first, so I'll nip down in between the 7th and 14th over in the second innings and have a try of it. Chicken wrap and a Coke, I think that's the play, isn't it? It's a Saturday after all. Oh dear. This one has just gone miles. It's right into the hitting slot. And this plan, I'm not sure it was a plan, Sachin, was it? How can you bowl the 20th over of left-arm spin 2 days in a row?
That'll make many of them question Binod Bhandari for his decision of allowing Bipin Khatri to bowl the last over, or choosing him to bowl the last over really. Forcing him might be the right words, because he's been hammered for 2 sixes already. And that makes it 3. Just like yesterday, Nepal have conceded a massive last over.
Well, I really feel for Bipin Khatri here. He shouldn't be bowling this over. He's bowled brilliantly well. He was so good. I think his 3 overs went for 18. This one's gone for 21. Do not adjust your TV sets at home. It's the second T20, not the first one, but it's an action replay. 6s are flying, And the Ireland Wolves have a chance at breaking their own record. It's going to be edged away. It's going to be 4, and it's going to be a new record. They made 222 yesterday, the highest score in their history. They've gone past that today. They looked nothing like doing it when it was 66 for 4, and they were in all sorts of trouble in the 9th over. But a stunning rearguard led by PJ Moore with 65 and 71 from Neil Rock at a strike rate of over 200. They shared 14 sixes between them, Sachin. It's driven the Wolves to 2-2-4 and maybe within touching distance of a big series win here in Kathmandu.
You predicted 220, I predicted 230. What do they get? 224. They broke that record they set yesterday, 222. And Neil Rock, the Irish captain, is certainly a proud man. What a fantastic innings he's played. Came in when the Irish Wolves were at a spot of bother before PJ Moore started hammering it big. And 224. Nepal will have to get 225 to win from here.
Advantage Ireland at the halfway stage of the match and indeed the series. They're 1-0 up, remember. And they're going to need something special, Nepal A. Finally, some batters went by 50, 2 of them for Ireland. Yesterday they made 222 with nobody getting more than 49. Today, Neil Rock, PJ Moore, the standouts. Hard to pick between them for me. Moore's was the more impressive of the 2 innings. He was simply sensational from start to finish. And remember, Ireland were in real trouble when he was at the crease. But 26s and only 8 4s. That shows you the hitting that we've seen. The modern Irish game, driven by a change of mindset thanks to Heinrich Milan and Gary Wilson at the top, is all about power hitting after what was a really disappointing T20 World Cup campaign in 2021. They've changed it all around. It's gone through their A-team. I think many Nepal fans, after the initial 2 games of the tour, when Nepal hammered this Irish Wolves, thought that Nepal A were going to beat this team. Irish Wolves have turned it all around. That was sensational. 224 on the board. Let's take a look at some of the very best of this hitting. Sachin, there's going to be many 6s to see in here.
20 already. And respite for the Nepali fans is this Nepal A side is pretty capable of chasing this. They almost did it yesterday. Plenty of good hittings. Only 8 4s. Only 8 4s. They relied so much in hitting 6s. This was how McCollum started it off. 26 of 13, he managed. Scoops behind the wicket. Got quick boundaries, quick runs. They were 36 for none after 3. And then Nepal sort of came back into the game. But again, PJ Moore took the match away from them. And skipper Neil Rock eventually finished it off in style.
I sent a message to a friend back home coming off air. The halfway stage of the drinks break, I said 1-1. I said we'll have a decider on Monday, but PJ Moore turned this game on its head with a counter-attack of the highest quality. Pound Saraf's over, his first one just went the distance. He probably got a little bit too predictable. I think it was 24 off his first. Did come back well in his second, but just not sure of the exact plan. Was it to get it outside the right-hander's off stump? It ended up just really being into the hitting arc. And PJ Moore has played a lot of international cricket, primarily for Zimbabwe, some too for Ireland. And his ball striking, including that one that went onto the roof of the building that we're in here, was quite audacious. Some brilliant ball striking. Sagar Dakal, the pick of the bowlers. I feel really sorry for Bipin Khatri. I thought he bowled outstandingly in his first 3 overs, and he should have finished out his spell. Somebody else should have been bowling the 20th and final. I'm not really sure about the usage of Parvin Saraf, Arif Sheikh, and the lack of usage of Bashir Ahmed.
It's really expensive, the Nepali bowlers. Apart from Sagar Dakal, everybody went for plenty. You can also spare Rashid Khan for his economic rate of 9.75. They managed to pick up 6 wickets, the Nepali side, but not before the Irish Wolves managed a massive total of 224. This was that run out. Was a flat throw. Brilliantly picked up as well by Sagar Dakal. Easy decision for the umpire. And at that point of time, there was 68 for 4, the Wolves. And good coordination between Lokesh
I think on the whole, Sachin, Nepal fielded infinitely better. Really, it was a completely different performance. They'll be pleased with that. Just the game awareness, the match management, if you will, in particular, very lacking. But that's what these A-team fixtures are all about, giving exposure to players who've had less experience at the top level. And remember, Ireland have 9 full internationals in their touring squad, including someone like PJ Moore and Gareth Delany, who've played a lot more than 50 times at the very top level. So it's 224. It's another record Ireland Wolves score. They've broken it twice in 2 days. Can Nepal pull off the unthinkable and chase this total down? Or will Ireland take an unassailable 2-0 lead in the series? Don't go anywhere too far. Back on air in probably less than 10 minutes time. About 5 to 7 minutes we'll see you in for all the action. It's going to be 2-2-5 to win for Nepal A.
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome फाइबर नेटको क्याच द बिग अफर फ्री 5G राउटरका साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा क्याच द बिग अफर नाउ
खुसी रहन केही गर्नु पर्दैन बस कामहरुको बोझ बोक्ने साथी भए पुग्छ DHI ह्यापी होम छुट्टै छ है
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरु फ्रेश हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ 4 दशक देखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली
नयाँ अध्याय नयाँ जिम्मेवारी नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ उच्च सोच एउटै छ आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas Care.
Catch it! अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome फाइबर नेटको क्याच द बिग अफर फ्री 5G राउटरका साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा क्याच द बिग अफर नाउ
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशे बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
खुशी बाँडेरै बढ्छ यही त हो खास सम्बन्धको मिठास DHI ह्यापी होम छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express wow 50% off fried chicken every Friday Valley Express crunch your hunger
भटकटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consulting, management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् डिशहोम फाइबरनेट को क्याच द बिग अफर फ्री 5G राउटर का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300
Welcome back. We've seen action aplenty in the first innings, as we really have throughout this historic first ever DishHome FibreNet Ireland Wolves Tour of Nepal. It has been such a privilege to be here. The first ever Irish sporting side to come to the shores of Nepal, and they were beaten out of sight by the senior national team, who've now travelled safely down to India ahead of the Friendship Cup. And taking on the Nepal A side in 3 T20s here, we saw a very memorable day yesterday for this man, and indeed a memorable match, as Nepal A so nearly chased down a monstrous 223. He made 106 at the speed of light yesterday with 17 boundaries. The acceleration in particular was just so incredible. Strike rate above 190. Fionn to take the new ball, but Nepal A have it all to do. They're going to need 225 to win. Really healthy Saturday crowd is in the house, and we should be in for a brilliant 90 minutes or so of action. Andrew Leonard here alongside Ayush Gautam. Ayush, this is a tall task.
It's a tall task. Nepal A side have a mountain to climb. It's definitely a Saturday blockbuster.
A good start, as we saw yesterday from Fionn again. Slip in place. Did get a bit of movement away from the right-hander yesterday. Nice to see those grass banks much fuller than that match on Friday. Should be a good atmosphere, particularly if the runs start to flow. Change in the batting order for Nepal. We see Khanal promoted up to open. Is that because of Binod Bhandari hurting his finger maybe in the last over? Not too sure. It's going to thud into the stumps, and Fionn wants to run him out, but safely back.
Well, a change in the batting order, but I personally want Khanal to bat. One down in the order. He looks so fabulous in that batting order this time. This could be the approach from Fionn. We have seen Lokesh Bam and Binod Bhandari in the previous game struggling against those shorter deliveries. There's a slip in place. Talking about a shorter delivery this time, going towards the length of the ball and gets his first boundary, Lokesh Bam.
Wherever you're watching, if you're on the move, if you're at home on the couch, strap in, fasten that seatbelt. I think we're in for real action over the next 90 minutes. I think we're going to see boundaries aplenty, and I'd love to see Nepal A give this a good rattle. They have nothing to lose, everything to gain. They could square the series and send it all to a decider on Monday. Lokesh Bam and Khanal are going to be key to this chase. And that is not the right line. When arms are extended by the Irish fielders, are wondering why Fionn has gone into the pads of Lokesh Bam. He goes boom, he goes bang, out of the ground. 6 in the first over.
Well, it's boom boom Lokesh Bam at the moment. He's continuing in from where he left yesterday. He's struggling in the first phase of the innings yesterday, but look at this today. A brilliant shot, a brilliant flick shot. A confident shot there by Lokesh Bam. 10 runs, 2 deliveries.
Much better line. Slip has now come out. Neil Rock will not want Fionn to angle into the pads. I was talking about that little bit of inconsistency he has yesterday, because when it's good from Fionn, it's so good, it's world class. But by his own admission, just sometimes he gets it a little bit wrong. Just, you remember the 5 wides yesterday, the risk going behind the left-hand side of the ball rather than the right hand. And it's only very marginal. It'll only be a couple of millimetres up at the release point that makes that difference. Finishes with a bouncer. That is not too high. Good comeback from hand. 4 dots in the over. 10 for none.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill कर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang।
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill कर।
Powered by DHI, छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas Care.
Matthew Foster to open the bowling from the TU end of the ground. Dev Khanal has already started better than he did yesterday. Golden Duck yesterday. And the under-19 captain, who was so brilliant down in South Africa. He led so well. They're going to get an overthrow. Good running. Gets a second. Gets off the mark with a couple.
Brilliant presence of mind there by both the batsmen. Just see Dev Khanal playing around that leg side. It was a casual throw. Easy pickings for Neil Rock, but the ball went on to hit the stumps. A good call there by Dev. Still a slipping place this time, offering some width around the off stump. Displays with his wrist. A brilliant start for Dev Khanal.
Well, it's 225 to chase, but I think we got a game in our hands here. One of the main reasons I feel that, if you look at the team that the Wolves have picked today, they've gone very heavy on their seamers. 2 spinners left out, and only 1 have come in. So really, the spin options today will most likely just really be Gareth Delany and Ben White. There's protection out there, just be a single this time. It means we'll likely see 12 overs of seam. Pace on the ball has tended to go the distance at points. Wicket looks good. I thought it was a 180 plus track when I was out there during the pitch report. I think it was a 190 par. Somehow the Wolves have ended up with 220, mainly because of some really poor game management at the death from Nepal. But the runs are going to flow here in the power play. That is a beautiful cover drive. We saw power from him yesterday. We see style now too.
Timing. What a timing from Lokesh Bam. Just in the reach of the ball. Well, to all the youngsters out there, if you want to learn how to play the cover drive, just look at this video in replay. A brilliant picking from Lokesh Bam. Well, there was an effort, but the power in that shot, the timing. Well, Lokesh is looking confident from the first ball today.
Inside out, gets enough of it. Outfield quick, sun streaming down. Back-to-back boundaries. When we saw chaotic, a crazy, an insane period yesterday in the chase when Bam and Sheikh put on 121 in about 7 overs. That was off the back of a very poor power play for Nepal A. A different start today, a flying start in the chase.
They're off to a flyer. Brilliant thinking out there by Lokesh Bam. It was premeditated, just went on to the back foot. 25 runs. Once again, you could just see Lokesh Bam getting into that back foot. Well, that's come off his pads. It's always hard for a wicket keeper to just get the ball, stop the ball around the leg side. Well, that's the end of second over. As I was talking about this. This belongs to that blind spot for a wicket keeper to just pick the ball around that leg side.
End of the second, 29 for none.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Powered by DHR, छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Well, this is a marvellous start in the chase for Nepal. Change of bowling. Tom Mays into the attack, and he's going to be treated with disdain too. This outfield's getting quicker as the sun streams down here in Kirtipur. What a beautiful start from both Dev Khanal and Lokesh Bam. We're not going to see this total chase down here today, Ayush, are we?
Well, this wicket is looking a brilliant batting wicket. We are already off to a high-scoring thriller out here. Brilliant start for Nepali. Well, they definitely want to chase down this target and level up the series.
Well, stand and deliver. There's almost a hint of arrogance. I use that in a kind way in that stroke. He says, Tom Mays, you're not at the pace that's going to challenge me. I'll shuffle around. I'll stand there and admire my straight pull for four.
Dev Khanal, whenever he's playing those shots around long on, long off or straight, he looks so elegant. You could just see trying to play with Tom Mays' mind. Back-to-back boundaries in this over.
No ball, caught and bowled, it's not going to count. Listen to the roar now from the crowd. It should have been the first wicket, but Tom Mays has overstepped. And there's going to be a free hit to follow. Would you believe it?
Drama all over. Well, Lokesh Bam was carrying that luck in the first game, now it's Dev Khanal. Tom Mays, not one to... it was close. It was close. Dev Khanal just trying to create that room for himself. Not much of in a balance.
Well, here comes the free hit that's going to follow it. Remarkable scenes. Gets it very nicely, but the man has gone out. Wouldn't have mattered if it was taken, remember. There was no need for Fyunhan to go for that catch because it was a free hit. And the crowd, they're not quite at the fever point they were at yesterday during that Bam blitzkrieg, but they're starting to warm up, as is this chase.
Well, both the openers are getting the crowd to warm up. The required run rate, 10.63. They're batting pretty well at the moment.
Well, it's all a bit too predictable right now. And look out in the crowd, and one of the great super fans up there is loving every second. It's 6 more. 14 deliveries, 45 runs. What a start for Nepal.
Well, a brilliant start. I was just talking about he could challenge Lokesh Bam with the shorter delivery, but look at today. He's looking so elegant with those short deliveries. He's premeditated. You could just see the stance of Lokesh Bam. He just goes back towards that back foot in the depth. He knows that the Irish bowler would definitely try him with those shorter deliveries.
They need to get some control back here, and the reason they turned to Mays, he was the most economical of all the bowlers from either team yesterday. Went at just over 7 per over. It's been smashed around to start with. Got that required run rate down to 10 somehow in a flash. Brilliant batting, much more like it from Nepal after a horror start to the first innings. And the Nepal flag is flying high.
Both the openers flying high at the moment. As Lenny was saying, we need to fasten our seat belt. We're off to a roller coaster ride now.
That's good, back of a length, not short enough to pull her hook. And all Bam can do is check it down for a single. But 17 runs come from Mays first, including the wicket that wasn't. It's 46 for none.
Catch! the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशे बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
Well, the sixes have been flying around this wonderful venue, been really entertaining all throughout this tour. Fionn Hand, change of ends down the leg side, that'll be a wide. Just that angle he gets, isn't it? Because he bounds, delivers quite wide of the crease. If the wrist goes a tiny bit wrong, it will tend to go down the leg side. He's got to get his line outside the off stump.
Yesterday's game as well, we saw that release point. Fionn Hand comes from an angle. This time trying to play that shot, but straight into the hands of the skipper Neil Rock. The dangerous man Lokesh Bam has to depart, and it's Fionn Hand who has done the job for Ireland Wolves.
Well, he's got great character, doesn't he? He'll just keep coming in and charging in for you. Better line, much better line. And again, it's that back of a length area that the Ireland Wolves have targeted. Not quite short enough to pull her hook, certainly not from that line. And Neil Rock, the captain, is never going to drop that one. It's actually come in a little bit off the surface. Wonder, was it maybe some kind of a slower ball too to go with it? So the hero from yesterday has been dismissed. It was short but sweet today for Lokesh Bam. He's gone for 25. It's 47 for 1.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
ओइ तान्छोको आमा यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा कहाँ हुनु र बाजे
Big breakthrough for Ireland. How they needed that. They're being run ragged in the first 3 overs. Fionn Hand changes ends and gets the breakthrough. Binod Bhandari, number 3. Again, just that line incorrect from Fionn Hand, but certainly, just keep trying for you. And that was a big moment, getting the wicket of yesterday's centurion, Lokesh Bam.
Well, the short ball has done the trick. I still want to see Fionn Hand just coming on with those shorter deliveries to Binod Bhandari, because we have seen Binod struggling in the first game. Binod goes up in the air, and yes, he has got that distance. Well, the captain is off to a flyer start. He's not in a mood to hold back. He knows that he needs to attack from the first delivery.
Well, a little finger injury, or certainly a blow in the final over with the gloves on. Maybe it might put him into hitting mood today. What a way to get off the mark. His first legal delivery. Straight down the ground for 6. Sixes just going everywhere in Kirtipur. Look out, flying objects in the valley. What a shot that is. How's he got that for 6? He's almost ducked out of the way of it. The last second he's just flicked his wrists. It's a flick hook. Back-to-back 6s. Nepal look in the mood to hunt down this monstrous total. What a shot. Well, the audacity, look at that. He's got into no position at all to play that hook shot, and his wrists have got him out of trouble. Helped round the corner. 6 more. Only faced 2 balls, Binod Bhandari. Both have gone for 6. Well, which way is this game going? Impossible to call. Really hope you're enjoying that action at home as well. Do get in touch. Let us know where you're watching from. Send those messages in using that hashtag IRE Tour of NEP. Get them direct to me at Cricket Badge. Read out some of those coming up. Cutter this time, slower ball. Should be a leg by. Fionn hunts it down. The fans are getting into it now in a big way.
I'm also running in my way.
What a start from Bhandari. Really quite something. The modern game, it's better to watch than ever, isn't it, Ayush?
Well, T20 cricket, you enjoy every moment in here. Wicket in this over for few on hand, but Binod Bhandari with that back-to-back six. This time a good delivery, but just punched off the back foot. In the gap, the ball is racing towards the boundary.
Yeah, really good stop from Stephen Doherty, who doesn't have the gloves on. Oh, look at that, the youngster. Nepal, the flag on the face. Look, and Mum and Dad are saying, have a look up at the big screen. Come on, give us a wave. Oh, no, we nearly had the wave. It wasn't a 4 this time, it was a 3. Beat the sprawling dive of 2 men. And Stephen Doherty did enough. The emotions are always on show from Fionn.
Well, he's frustrated. Binod Bhandari dances down the track. The ball is racing towards the boundary. And that's a brilliant 4. Nepal A, 68 for 1.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang।
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर।
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
पावर्ड बाई DHR, छुट्टै छ है।
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
Well, the first change in pace, almost left with no option, is he? Neil Rock, but to introduce spin in the power play here. Gareth Delany, generally pretty consistent, pretty economical too. But yesterday, he was very uncharacteristic. He really lost his temper, to be honest. Never seen him get that animated. A couple of the umpiring decisions went against him, wides given. What can he do with his leg breaks today? And he starts full, mid-off in the circle. That's not the length I think he'll have wanted to start with. And Dev Khanal is very strong, isn't he? From mid-off through to extra cover. It's another boundary.
Well, not the length that you would want to ball with mid-off inside the circle. There's no protection out there in the offside. Not a good line and length to start off with. And he looks so elegant. This is what Lenny was talking about when he was playing those shots around. This time, bringing it back towards Dev Khanal. Well, they are off to a flyer, Nepali. They're just going after each and every bowlers.
Right on, right on, right on.
Iron Wolves would require a wicket from here to bring that momentum towards themselves. This time just comes into the back foot, plays that cut shot. A brilliant shot there by Dev Khanal.
Well, you feel a bit for Gareth Delany here because this isn't a bad ball. It's just really good batting. He's actually got the line and length basically exactly where he'd like it, I think. But he's given himself that bit of width, found the gap nicely. Runs are just flowing everywhere here. This is brilliant viewing, such great watching. Nepal right in the mix, they're well ahead of the required rate. Again, a good line from Delany. Spin-off is certainly having some effect. The required rate, under 10 per over now.
Well, a very good sign for Nepal. The top order batsmen are creating that foundation for the middle order and lower middle order. We have seen some additional batters today. We know that Bipin Khatri can bat as well. Still, this is a huge target. Sweeps it and sweeps it fine. Binod Bhandari for you. He absolutely loves batting in this TU wicket.
We're going to need running repairs to some of these advertising hoardings. I think this one is smashed through the DishHome internet board. It's a flat 6 from Binod Bhandari. What did he have for breakfast? Sensational. Couldn't get it off the square yesterday, and now he's smashing it all around the TU International Cricket Ground. Really good stroke too, because it's just cow corner and long on out in the leg side, so he goes square, he gets 6, and Dev Khanal says, "Captain, my captain, what a shot." This is quite remarkable what we're watching here. Even Delany goes for 15, 5 have been bowled, 83 for 1.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ
है भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
भटभटे चढ्दिन भनेको भाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि।
Well, look at the last 30 deliveries, Andrew, 79 runs.
And those runs are going to keep coming, Ayush. You might not have seen it, just lost it with the camera there, but it can just be a single straight down the ground.
Look at the frustration from Dev Khanal. He's frustrated. He's not happy. Just loves playing those straight drives pretty well. You just see that frustration in Dev Khanal. Binod Bhandari trying to do something that McCollum did in the first innings.
Well, I was about to put the mockers on them. I think I've done it. I was just wondering, could Nepal get to 100 in the power play? It's been done twice in IPL history. It's been done once in an official T20 international. And being honest, coming into this over, they were right on track for it. They were 82 after 5. They needed 18 from this over. Probably not going to happen now. As Tom Mays has just dragged it back and put the rhythm of Bhandari and Khanal off. But nonetheless, the chase is right on track in terms of where Nepal would have loved it to be. They've got the required rate down to under 10 per over. Neil Rock is sprinting 30-40 yards to come and talk to his bowler about where the 2 men out should be. And they just want to get these 3 balls done to be able to spread the field and get 5 right in the deep.
Well, this is what Mahesh can do at the moment. We just saw Binod Bhandari just dragged his length back. And this could be a good thinking from Mahesh to just target Binod Bhandari with those shorter deliveries. And you cannot afford to pitch the ball up towards Dev Khanal because he loves playing those cover drives, straight drives.
Nice extension of the arms from Dev Khanal, but he can't beat a diving Adair who does really well. Ireland's fielding in the first 2 games against the senior Nepal side was, well, not of a good enough standard at all. I think everyone involved would have said that. They were outfielded in a big way. Better yesterday, and they want to be even better today. Ground fielding, that is. They did put some catches down yesterday. Big pressure. Home crowd getting on top of Ireland. Hooked away. Man out there, not going to carry, just be a single. Great comeback this from Tom Mays.
Brilliant comeback. Just varying his line and length. And the plan has been clear. We saw Neil Rock sprinting down towards his bowler to get those 2 men right, and you could just see there's deep mid wicket out there, deep square leg. You could just sense a sort of delivery coming up, and there's a cross seam delivery from Ace. Good thinking.
Finally, some control for Ireland. Just 4 runs from that over, much more like it, but it's still Nepal's power play without a doubt. think that will be the highest they'll have ever made in any international. The A side, no doubt about that. 87 runs come from just the 6 overs. It's 87 for 1.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है।
$50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger. अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT, system management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's...
Ben White for his first ball. Premier spinner on the tour for the Irish Wolves, was player of the match against Afghanistan in that match-winning first T20. But they are being treated to some spectacle here. It's a run fest, 200 plus for both sides yesterday. And you think whatever the outcome of this game today, you think very likely it might be 200 plus for both sides again today. Big question though, can Nepal get over the line with shots like that? They might just be able to. Very flat from Ben White. And again, it's that strong zone of Dev Khanal, this time off the back foot, 4 more.
Well, Ben White's spell would be crucial in this match. You can just see flatter delivery, just standing stall Dev Khanal. Just trying to play that reverse. But yes, Lenny, his spell would be crucial in today's game.
Yeah, I think his 4 overs could dictate this contest. If White goes well, as we know he can, real T20 specialist for me, is might be able to do enough to get Ireland an unassailable 2-0 series lead. If he struggles, every chance Nepal could chase this monster down. That's a lovely length for me. Not really full enough to come forward to. And the bounce that Ben White gets, he's 6'4", remember, he's really tall. Gets that extra bounce and Bhandari can't get anything on it. The best result really there was an outside edge for him. Would have brought the keeper, the short third, into play. Very well bowled by the Phoenix Cricket Club man. Oldest club in Ireland, the Phoenix Park in Dublin. Good stop at backward point, Cade Carmichael.
Well, this is the length that Ben White could bowl against Binod Bhandari. Just not bowling any googlies towards him, because Binod Bhandari is so strong toward that leg side. So he could just smash those shots around deep mid-wicket with the turn. So one best option could be just ball your leg spinners.
This goes a long way up. Well, what an over. He's bought that wicket and deserved that wicket with some brilliant leg spin. As soon as he went a little slower, a little fuller, Bhandari couldn't get anything on it. And it was short and sweet for Bhandari, much like Lokesh Bam. He's gone comfortably held at backward point.
Well, Binod Bhandari, 26 of 13 deliveries. This is what I was talking about. You could just test Binod Bhandari. Look at that loop in that delivery. Simple catch. Somehow they have brought that momentum. Look at the sadness in the face of Binod Bhandari's better half.
Batter in, boys, batter in.
Well, Binod Bhandari has to depart for just scoring 26 runs. Nepal a 93 for 2.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
They have brought that momentum now. towards Ncell, but Dave Khanal is enjoying batting out there in the middle. That was a brilliant over from Ben White, but Dave Khanal is looking so elegant today. First over just trying to pitch the ball away from Dave Khanal, but the height that Dave Khanal has, he has that reach. Just extension of the arms. And trying for that innovative shot out there. Wide signaled by the umpire. At this stage, they change in the commentary box. Well, Sachin, Nepal are off to a flyer start now.
This is a dream start, really. How often do you see a team chasing 225, 98 for 2 after 7.1? Has been a magical start this. But they'll need somebody to play a big innings like Lokesh did. The question is, can Nepal carry this momentum towards that victory line? Smashes it. Has he dropped it? Has he dropped it? That's the question I think he has. Cannot believe it at all. The bowler would be furious. Foster. Dave Khanal slapped it really hard. It was Stephen Doheny. That was a regulation catch. And they'll come back for the second run eventually. Oh, if there was a clean gather from the keeper, I think that would have been close.
Well, I guess the throw went to the wrong end. The fielder could have just thrown the ball towards the bowler because Kiran Thakurna was just there. Look at Kiran Thakurna. If the fielder had thrown the ball towards the bowler's end, it was close indeed. But how can you afford to drop a catch of a set batsman? Dave Khanal. 100 up for Nepal.
He's using his high bat lift so very well, Dave Khanal. He's getting runs at will, and he's got that lifeline. Lokesh Bam, he got one lifeline yesterday, carried it all the way to 100. This is an opportunity for Dave Khanal as well to score big. Remember, the Cricket Association of Nepal has not selected a side for the World Cup. They've already done it for the Premier Cup, ACC Premier Cup. They still have an opportunity if they can put in good performances in here. Driven towards the offside. They look for the second run again, but decide against it.
Lokesh Bam had some luck in yesterday's game. Today, Dave Khanal is carrying that luck. 42 of 21 deliveries. He's looking so elegant today. Driven. The umpire signaled it for a no ball.
And Dave Khanal comes back, Ayush, to face that free hit. Not the first time in this innings. Matthew Foster. He'll have to bowl and add a delivery. And in this delivery, the batter cannot be dismissed. So a free hit. Was there a no ball? Yes, a big one. Easy decision for the umpire. Driven really well by Dave Khanal. James McCollum had some issues probably with his hamstring. Looks fine though to continue. And what's coming up is the free hit. Swings his bat really hard. And I think that's a great stop in the boundary line. He saved 4 runs for his team. It was Fionn hand this time. His alertness, the awareness was there. And that has brought us to the end of the 8th over. 107 for 2.
And just we're minus 1 minute. Yeah. So you want 2 points still? Alright, then go.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै एली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
So a dream start for Nepal. Was flighted, went after it. Kiran Thaguna didn't have a good day at all yesterday with the bat. Now the question for this young Nepal A side is, will they show maturity as well and score runs and chase this big target? Khanal is in that cause. Lands in no man's land. Fortunately for him, didn't carry to the fielder there. He's eyeing that mid-wicket region against the left leg spinning Ben White. He's moved on to 47 now of only 24 balls.
Well, his over would be crucial. This time Kiran Thaguna was down on one knee. Trying to get that connection. He also want to go for that big hit. Know that the target is 225. Still a huge mountain to climb. Khanal set batsman out there. What a day they are having. They're absolutely enjoying this high-scoring thriller. But this man on your screen, his spell would be crucial for Ireland Wolves. If he could just contain the flow of runs in his 4-over spell, Nepal A would definitely have some bit of concern in the lower order.
Oh, ball him. This came in really quick. It was straight as well. And Khanal is absolutely shocked. He cannot believe it.
Oh boy!
Well, there's some talk going on between the umpires. The Ireland team have already started to celebrate it. Khanal thinks that it was the glove of the wicketkeeper. There's some chat going on in the middle. That was a brilliant delivery, Sachin.
Yeah, that was out. That hit the stumps directly. Khanal almost refusing to walk back. But I think this was a brilliant delivery. It came back in, was a sharp one. Khanal wanted to play towards the onside. He's very disappointed. He got that start, got to a score of 47.
Well, you could just see Khanal looking at the big screen. He's waiting for that replay.
It was clean bowled. There was no question. Strange that Khanal thought that it might have come off the keeper's gloves. Not the case at all. 47 of 25 for Khanal. Bowled Ben White. The score is 110 for 3.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशे बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
So Arif Sheikh is the new man in. Got to 49 yesterday. Played a wonderful knock. And this over by Ben White. This has brought the Irish team back into the hunt. This is how Khanal, a set Khanal was dismissed. Hit directly onto the off stump.
Well, a brilliant delivery. It was quicker through the air. And Nelson on the board. Just trying to play that cut shot. After brilliant over from Ben White. After end of 9th over, Nepal A 1-1-1 for 3.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथ मा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
Pulls it just away from that fielder at final leg, and that's a boundary. A much needed one for Nepal to regain the momentum. The run rate still over 12. This was slightly short. And maneuvered the piece really well, Arif.
Well, the line you could not afford to ball. Your fine leg fielder is inside the 30-yard circle. There's just one protection out there in the deep square leg. Just played with soft hands.
They need just over 10 runs and over to win from here, and in T20 cricket, that's not a big ask. Nepal still going over 12 runs and over. This has been a dream start. They're chasing 225 all right, but they're pretty much in game, pretty much in hunt. Can they build one partnership like PJ Moore and Neil Rock did? Pulls it again, not convincing at all. And Kiran Thaguna, his difficult stay at the center continues. Was dismissed cheaply yesterday, and he has been dismissed for only 3 or 4 deliveries today. 4th wicket down for Nepal.
Well, now the Irish Wolves have gained that momentum back towards themselves, just trying to play that pull shot, not much of in a balance, and good glove work there by the skipper, Neil Rock. Well, we're just talking about a partnership that is needed for this side. The seamers have done their job. The Ireland side now, they could just test the batsmen with those sort of deliveries. This is what we are talking from the first ball, and Kiran Thaguna has to depart for just making 3 runs. Nepal A 116 for 4.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको भाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि।
डबल मज्जा पैक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथ मा free 5G router.
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशी भएको तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
सबैजना हुन्छ ह्याप्पी ह्याप्पी। भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको भाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि।
To the center. Wasn't given a ball by Captain Bhandari. Can he do it with the bat? So that's Andy Leonard with the Nepali fans. He's quite a popular guy in this country. Has been an unofficial ambassador to Nepal cricket. Loves coming to Nepal. Enjoys being with the fans as well. Wide delivery. Now can they build this partnership? Bashir Ahmed, the left-hander, Arif right-handed. Nepal are in a good position, to be honest. 117 for 4. The only question is, can they keep enough wickets in hand and can they score those runs? They've scored at a very, very good and healthy rate. Still 12 runs and over. Edges it towards the third fielder. Only a single. And this is a great opportunity, Ayush, for Arif, because he is not considered in the shortest format of the game, the T20 format. But he has that hitting power. This is how the Nepal A skipper was dismissed. Easiest of catches. And that's his wife there. Oh no, I wanted to see a 50 off your bat today. Sonika disappointed. Pulls it. And the ball has gone all the way. A 6 to end this over. 12 for 4, Arif Sheikh. 124 for 4 after 10, Nepali.
Lefty's on. Boss, next one. Here, I guess.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT custom management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
Good Saturday afternoon watching cricket. You're on giant screen. Basir flicks it towards the onside, only a single, and Arif has moved on to 12 for 4. And now Arif played a character-defying 49 runs innings yesterday, and this was short. Pulled it to perfection. Caught enough bat for the ball to go all the way. Certainly an opportunity for Arif. Youngsters coming in.
Well, Delany needs to do something that Ben White is doing from the other end. Just two spinners today in the Ireland Wolves side, and both of them need to produce something out here. Ben White has been fabulous today. Good delivery, good thinking. Just targeting the off stump, not offering any room to both the batsmen.
That has been the idea, Ayush. They're targeting the stumps, not allowing room. They're bowling flatter as well, so that cuts down the opportunity for Arif to come down the track, which he does, and hits it straight. Easily caught there by few on hand. Only a single. So this good over already. 4 balls, only 2 runs given. Given the context of this match, any over that produces less than 8 runs is a pure gem.
The required run rate. They have consistently maintained that required run rate around the 10 runs per over.
Sweeps this. Didn't carry to the fielder there. It was a good attempt. It was a very good attempt. He put his body in the line. Tom Mace attempted that opportunity, attempted for that opportunity of getting Bashir caught, but the ball was too flat. The shot was too flat. And the first boundary comes up for Bashir. So dot delivery to end the 11th over, 130 for 4.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
डबल मज्जा पैक पाउन्ड होस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
So those two worms, the blue worm of Nepal A, Ireland Wolves, scored 224, and you can see Nepal are pretty much in the chase. In fact, ahead of what Ireland were at this point of time, slowly converging those two worms. But if Nepal can get few more good overs, I think Nepal are very much in the hunt. The 11th over, producing only 6 runs. The 9th over, you can see from Ben White, only 4 runs off it. So they'll need few more good overs. A single taken by Arif.
Matthew Foster coming into ball from the Chiu end. From this end now, you need to support their spinner because Delany has been doing his job. It was expensive, touch expensive the first over. Then Ben White, we've been talking about him. There has been a change in the field. Long on, being placed in the short mid wicket. Deep fine leg, deep square leg. This deep third man out there. Can we expect a bouncer? Can Foster test? Bashir with the bouncer.
Came down the track. Couldn't pierce the field though. So 94 needed off 53. Still under 12 and over. This is manageable, but somebody will have to play gem of a knock. Dave Khanal got that start, could not convert. So did Lokesh and Captain Bhandari. The ground staffs, they've done a great job. They've produced a track that has given us plenty of 200 scores in the past month or so. Could change the pace. They'll scamper for the single. In fact, they think for the second run. Not there at all. And this is an opportunity for the Ireland Wolves as well to come back to this match, get the grip off the match. See if they can get in few tight overs. The previous over costed them only 6 runs. Won't be easy for young Nepali batters as well. Arif's experience will certainly come into play. Wide delivery.
Arif needs to be there in the crease. So wide delivery, he cannot be tempted with some delivery to just pull the ball or hook the ball because there's a fielder out there. The deep fine leg, deep square leg. The team would just want Arif to hold one end of this innings. Required run rate slowly now building on. Credit needs to be given to the bowlers. This is what I was talking about. Just tempted with the delivery, appealing. Was there a sound, Sachin?
Matthew Foster certainly thinks that that was out. Umpire was unmoved. Having a word with Arif there, Neil Rock, he believes that that was out as well. Let's have a look at this in the replay. Was a short delivery. Was it out of his right shoulder? Matthew Foster was really very convinced. He was in fact shocked that the umpire didn't raise his finger up.
Ben White
helps it on its way, but straight to the fielder there. So Matthew Foster gets his man eventually. And Arif Sheikh's brisk innings has come to an end. 14 of 10 deliveries. He'll have to walk back. He tried to maneuver the pace of Foster, which was not there in this occasion. Could not clear the fielder at deep fine leg. And an easy catch eventually. So Nepal losing yet another wicket. Half the side, back to the dugout at the score of 133 for 5.
ओए तान्छको आमा यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा कहाँ हुनु र बाजे
Catch! The big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
133 for 5. The credit needs to be given to the skipper Neil Rock. The way he has rotated his bowlers, build that pressure, and Arif was needed to hold his nerves out there. He was tempted. The delivery of Foster, a brilliant spell so far. The dot ball to end the over. Nepal 133 for 5.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशे भएको तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
So Pawan Saraf, the new man in. Bashir Ahmed there, 7 of 7. The last 2 overs producing only 9 runs for Nepal. This patch of play has been very, very fruitful for the Ardent Wolves side. The shot and wide, lashed onto it beautifully. And wonderful fielding. Saved 2 runs for his team. Few on hand again. Is always in action.
Brilliant fielding effort out there by Fio on hand. And this is sort of fielding effort that you need to put in. The chasing side is just looking to hit every ball to the boundary, and this sort of fielding effort would definitely lift the momentum of the team as well. 9 runs in the previous 2 overs. This has been a big concern for Nepal A side now, but Ireland Wolves, they have shown their fighting spirit. They have not loosened up anything. They have been better in the field so far. Now this game is getting interesting. Required run rate now just going around 12.
Captain. The scorers
ball in hand.
Bringing all the numbers for you. And both the deliveries, Delany in his 3rd over, the first 2 deliveries weren't of great quality, but Bashir Ahmed wasn't able to dispatch them for boundaries. It took a desperate dive to save that ball to go from the boundary, but they've taken 2 runs again. Half the Nepali side back in the hunt. 138 for 5. Remember, they're chasing a massive total of target of 225. The ball just bounced off the surface. Uses the long handle this time. It's Pawan Saraf. It was hammered Delany. He was shortest in this over. Deserved to be hit in the previous deliveries as well, but this has been finally dispatched for a 6.
Pawan Saraf, he loves batting against spinners. Brilliant balance of the body. You could just see stand and deliver. It's going. This is what you need to do, because you need 1 boundary in an over. Not just to apply the pressure on yourself, but just to create that pressure in the bowling unit as well.
Nepal needs 81 runs in 44 balls. 143 ball now. Flicks it towards the onside. They're looking for the second run. They'll come back for the second run and they'll complete the second run and in fact even think for the third, which was not there. So 13 runs coming off this over of Delany, 146 for 5.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर।
Ding bang ding, ding ding bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर।
Catch! The big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
So 79 runs needed of 42 balls, just over 11 and over. This match still on, but is there anybody in Nepal A's side to bat it through? Down the track again, Bashir. Inside out. Won't go towards the boundary.
Well, Basir has that strength to hit the ball hard. We have seen in Prime Minister's Cup, in various domestic tournaments as well. Basir needs to be there in the crease. He has been struggling to find that connection, but he needs to play that innings now because Pawan Saraf would be aggressive against the spinners. Still remember that Ben White has still 2 overs to go.
Excellent delivery. Completely bamboozled Bashir Ahmed. The VIP box. Binod Bhandari's wife, Sonika Aryal, in there. The current rate, 11.1. The required is 11.55. And this is the first time the required rate has gone above the run rate. Pulls it in total control of that shot. They look to come for the second run, which was not there. And Fionn Hand has bowled really intelligently in the second spell, especially.
Well, they need a partnership. Pawan Saraf and Bashir Ahmed, both of them clean hitters of the ball. They just need to hold their nerves out there because there will certainly be some pressure from the Irish side.
This has been pulled straight into the hands of Kate Carmichael. The crowd stunned. The connection was not that bad, but he could not get that height. The elevation was not there. Was plenty of power behind that shot and eventually held really well by Kate Carmichael.
Well, the short ball trick has once again done the job for the Ireland Wolves. Pali team just being tempted to play those pull shots. And you could just see 3 fielders in the leg side. Brilliant catch. Ireland team has been fabulous in the field today. Pawan Saraf has to depart for just making 10 runs. Nepali 149 for 5.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
149 for 6. Almost a similar story for Nepal. Good run rate, but not managing enough wickets in hand. So a worried Nepal A dug out there. They got a flying start. It was a flyer of a start. Couldn't carry on. 149 for 6. Can Rashid Khan or Bashir Ahmed, can one of these two play that kind of a knock? The run rate is not a problem at all. Slow delivery. The keeper misses it. And a boundary. Nepal will take everything that comes to their side. And this tight over from Fionn Hand has the last ball gone for 4 runs, leg byes.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Well, 6 overs left, and 2 of them are going to be bowled by Ben White, and that could be very crucial. He's not just been the pick of the Irish bowlers, Sachin, he's been the pick of the bowlers on display today. Outstanding.
Hasn't been an easy day for the bowlers, isn't it? Everybody has gone for runs, and look at Ben White's. That's a really good shot. A boundary this for Bashir Ahmed.
He needed one as well. There is still a game on here. The big problem isn't necessarily the 12 or so runs required per over, it's the 6 wickets they've lost. And these 2 are really the primary 2 remaining batters. Both Kamal Singh Airi and Bipin Khatri can play a bit, but these 2 will fancy themselves as batters. I know they bowl as well. Good boot this time from White, saves probably 1 or 2. Just need to keep those wickets in hand, particularly off the remaining 9 deliveries of the leg spinner. Gets away with that one. It was a drag down, a rare loose one from Ben White.
That's been the issue with Bashir Ahmed. He has not been able to put bat balls away. Delany was also spared 2 half trackers that were not put away, and the required run rate 12.56. Nepal got a flying start. They'd be really disappointed if they go on to lose from here. They've lost 6 wickets. The wicket column is turning out to be a problem for Nepal. It was a googly. Taps it for a single.
He's got great skills, Ben White. I think for me, certainly over the course of the last few appearances, if not the last 12 months, he might have just gone by Gareth Delany in terms of Ireland's premier T20 spinner. Another googly. Protection out there. So just 7 have come from his 3rd over. He's been excellent today, Ben White. Could be a game-winning spell. 160 for 6 with 5 to go.
Namaskar, Ma, Miss Nepal, Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan, wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
Well, Nepal A, in theory, still ahead, Sachin, but the big difference, that flying finish, look at that upwards curve at the end, 25 off the final over, and the fact that Nepal A have lost those 6 wickets. 5 to go, the game, and indeed the series, it's on the line, 65 needed. Going to be Gareth Delany to bowl the next one. Neil Rock has got plenty right so far. Just doesn't quite get it, he got to the pitch, but it skews off. The inside edge will be a single. Who's going to hit the runs that they need? Will it be Khan or Ahmed?
At this point of time, they both will have to bat really well.
Rush, just come to point, Prince, you can stay there.
64 needed of 29. It's a matter of 2 big overs, really. Nepal is still ahead of what Ireland were at this point of time in their innings.
Come boys, keep taking them.
Nicely bowled, good line. Want the single. And they're not going to get it. Wasn't the greatest piece of running, perhaps. It was just a bit lackadaisical from both of them. And Rashid Khan has been caught short. It's another one gone. Another nail maybe into the coffin of this series for Nepal. Big wicket. Excellent work from Delany. Ireland of 7.
It was his call. In fact, it was the non-striker's call. Bashir Ahmed forced Rashid to take that single, which was not there. And understandably, he was very disappointed with Rashid, with Bashir, in fact. And Rashid Khan has been dismissed for 1 of 4. The score 161 for 7.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको भाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
So just 3 wickets in hand now. Somebody's going to need to do something pretty special. Bipin Khatri it is. The non-striker's end as Bashir Ahmed again can't get anything on it. I think it was the googly outside the leg stump. Just struggled to lay bat on ball too much.
And the wicket column shows that Nepal are now struggling. 7 gone. Bipin Khatri. He can use the long handle as well. Capable with the bat. They need quick runs in here.
Big appeal from Delany. No interest at all from Neil Rock, interestingly. Going to be given as runs. No signal from the umpire. I'm not sure I heard bat involved. Should have been given as a leg bye. Probably going over the top. The right decision, but instead it's a single for Khatri to get off the mark.
A nervous start for Bipin Khatri. And Ahmed Milwan batting at 21 of 19 comes down the track. Great change of length there. He realized that Bashir was down the track. It was premeditated. Delany was aware that he was trying to charge on him. Changed the length, dropped it short. The required run rate now 14.64.
Pretty full and good enough. Delany, just half a celebration. His final delivery yields his first wicket. And Ireland, well, they're edging ever closer to an unassailable 2-0 series lead. The wickets keep falling. Khatri the latest to go.
It's almost turning out to be the same kind of script here for Nepal, just like the match yesterday. They've lost their middle order and lower middle order in no time. 8 gone, 164 for 8.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशीर्वाद तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
Well, 61 more needed off 24. You might think there's still a sniff for Nepal. If they were 3 or 4 down, they're 8 down. So Bashir Ahmed is going to need to produce something extraordinary. Suspect he'll get a lot turning away from him from Ben White. And expect almost entirely googlies here to the left-hander. Starts with a wide outside the off-stump. Kamal Singh Ari, the new man, he's at the non-striker's end.
Ben White, he'll get some additional bounce from the track because of his height. Finally gets one off the middle of the bat and goes for a boundary. This was much needed for the Nepali side. Bashir Ahmed moves on to 26 now.
Well, I have to say, I don't understand the field. You're a leg spinner bowling to a left-hander. Before you put anyone anywhere in a T20, you have 3 in the deep of the leg side. You've deep square, you've cow corner, you've long on. And immediately after the ball, Ben White says, well, I've got to get that man up at deep extra, put him out in the leg side. And now he goes through the covers, but there is still a cover sweeper out. Been a few things that Ireland haven't been brilliant with today. Plenty they can still look to improve upon. I think Ryan Eagleson, his notebook will be full too.
I asked Neil Rock the same question during toss. He was wary of the fact that they still had plenty of areas to work on, despite the win yesterday. Had to go at it, Kamal Singh Airi. Don't think he got the best of connections, but the ball still travelling all the way for a boundary.
Ben White's figure is just being ruined a little bit here. They couldn't lay bat on him for the first few overs, but a second boundary conceded now. Kamal Singh Airi, he is capable down the order. It was maybe just a bit too full and skidded away across the turf. I think long off got a hand to it, but just couldn't stop it kissing the cushion. Googly outside the off stump. Man out there is not going to travel to him. If these two are still there in the 20th over, is there a chance, Sachin?
Well, you never write off Nepal's tail-enders. They've produced great victories for us in the past. But I think this is a little too much for them. To manage 15 and over is a tough ask. But you never know. If Bashir Ahmed and Karan Singh Airi can use their long handles, why not?
Googly again. He's playing against the turn and he's given it away. And Fionand in front of the most packed area of the crowd bowls it in gleefully. That could be that. I said that Ahmed's not going to get many turning into him. It's the bounce really that's outdone him. And it's the 9th wicket down. That surely is going to be that now.
The extra bounce. It wasn't a clean hitting innings from Bashir Ahmed at all. And an easy catch. Another wicket for Ben White. He's been a match winner for the Ireland Wolves today. 27 of 23 for Bashir Ahmed. 175 for 9.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर। Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है।
No ball signalled. Sagar Dakal is going to get a free hit to get things underway with not really renowned for his batting. I think Kamal Singh Airi says, look, 2, 4 or 6, let me face the next over.
So Sagar Dakal, a comfortable start to his innings. A free hit to face first up.
It's not going to be the 2, the 4 or the 6, it'll be a dot instead, and some ironic cheers from the crowd. 3 overs remain. What can Kamal Singh Airi do with the bat? It's 176 for 9.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound host 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps ko yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
49 off 18, that's the equation. Again, you might think a sniff if there was 6 or 7 wickets in hand, but this is going to be a mountain too high for Nepal, you would imagine. Tom Mays in to bowl his 4th and final over. Really, there's been so much good stuff from Nepal throughout the two games, the Nepal A side, the two games we've seen them in. But there really has been some poor match management and sort of game awareness with bat and with ball.
Couldn't have agreed more. They've had two disappointing outings yesterday and today. Khanal Singh Hari trying to be cheeky there, but he has all the license to enjoy himself. The top order did its job today, but I think the middle order and the lower middle order, there was much more expected from them.
Yeah, and I don't think Ireland have been immaculate either. Their fielding, their catching in particular, has not been of the standard that they would like. But they are certainly looking at a series victory right now. Is this going to be the moment? Not quite going to carry. Clofted it to just outside the 30-yard circle. PJ Moore's had a big impact coming in for these two games, hasn't he?
Definitely. He missed out on a 50 yesterday. Played sensationally well today, PJ Moore. They were 68 for 4 when he came in. And then counter-attacked the Nepali bowling. They got 42 runs off the 9th and the 10th over. The Irish side, and after that, there was no way Nepali bowlers could have come back. Straight up. Has it gone all the way? No, it lands in no man's land again. So enjoying his luck here, Khanal Singh Hari.
And remarkably, he didn't run the single the ball before, didn't run the single this time either. He's saying, I'm going to have to face every ball and start finding a way to clear the rope. Not easy off a bowler of May's height for a tail ender.
Was in there for a long, long time. Shorter one again. Wide called, rightly so. 177 for 9, the Nepali side. 178 for 9. They'll go back to the dugout. They'll have a long discussion about what went wrong today because they got an excellent start.
I think these extras will be another thing that will have just frustrated Ryan Eagleson, the head coach. He was 21 yesterday, 19 today. And that is not a number you want to be at. No, there's pressure being put on the bowlers. Now he's got one out of the screws. That's more like it. That's a maximum. Can Khanal Singh Hari bring this crowd back to life in the last 14 deliveries? He's going to need something quite remarkable.
As I said, he has all the license to go after the bowling and enjoy himself, Khanal Singh Hari.
Sir, ball. Sir, ball.
Was right in the spot for him to swing his bat, which it did. And the ball was dispatched away for a 6. Plenty of 6s in today's match in both the innings.
Well, the dream result now would be another maximum. In fact, it's not going to be a maximum. It's going to be that game, set, match and series to Ireland. A good catch, well held onto by Adair. And they have just been a little too good for the Nepal A side, the Irish Wolves. After 2 hammerings from the senior team, they've turned it round. Great credit to Tom Mays and the Irish bowlers. Ben White too. And it's a 40-run victory for Nepal, for the Irish Wolves by 40 runs over Nepal A. It's a 2-0 unassailable series lead. They will take the series and they'll look for the clean sweep on Monday.
A very, very similar script for Nepal A side. They would be really disappointed. In the last 5 overs, they only got 40 runs and lost 5 wickets. This was hammered. This was bludgeoned by Khanal Singh Hari, and a wonderful catch by Adair. To wrap up the Nepali innings, they managed 184. Remember, they got to a flyer. In fact, a flyer is an understatement. They were going at 14 and over, 15 and over. They got to almost 81 in the first 5 overs. And from then, they've gone on to lose this match again. They were chasing 224, all right. But only 10 runs and over, even lower than 10 runs and over were required, even after the halfway mark. So the Nepali players, the Nepali side, they'd be really disappointed. They did everything right till the first 10 overs, and they lost the momentum just like yesterday in the remaining 10.
Yeah, it's been such a strange 2 days, because if you piece together the first half from today with the latter half, or certainly the middle sort of 10 overs between 8 and 18 from yesterday, you'd have a quite brilliant performance from Nepal. But it's been a tale of two halves of the innings. Today, so good in the first 6 in particular. Really, the first 8.3 were going ever so well. 110 for 2 they were, but when Khanal went, after that, wickets just started to fall very regularly. And Ireland, well, they are always known for their great fighting spirit. They've shown it yet again. They're 2-0 up, and I suspect they might have a very enjoyable night tonight in Kathmandu. Saturday night, 2-0 up, day off tomorrow.
Also, I take this claim, Andrew, that both the matches lost by Nepal A were just because of lack of experience. That's what I believe. Not just lack of experience, but bad planning. And the game plan could have been much, much better. Lokesh Bam, 25 of 13 for him. Khanal, 47 of 25. They got that start, the first 3. They put in a lot of runs in quick time. But the middle order, apart from Arif and Bashir, the others could not manage anything on the board.
Well, I think if you get 4 players to 25 or more and no one makes more than 47, you're pretty disappointed as a batting group and as a head coach. But there was plenty of highlights, particularly in the first 6. Let's get a look at some of the maximums that were struck all around the ground. They didn't quite hit as many as Ireland, but they did hit 8 sixes and plenty of 4s too. Let's see them. It started with Lokesh Bam, yesterday's hero, 2 maximums and 3 4s in his 13 ball innings of 25. Khanal, who was promoted up the order to open, he was exceptional too. I thought he batted so nicely. He's so elegant on the eye, isn't he? So graceful in the way in which he plays. Every time Ireland went full, they were punished. The power play at one point looked like it was going to go for more than 100. There was a few fumbles in the field as well. And certainly the Irish bowlers won't be pleased with their pitch maps. They seem to be a little all over the place. Even Tom Mays, usually so economical, he was given treatment too. Fionnand was dispatched down the ground. Some big hits, and batting was just being made to look so easy at this stage of the game. But those 6 batters who got to double figures, no one made more than the 47 of Khanal. He looked so good, didn't he? 7 4s for him, didn't hit any 6s, used the crease nicely, managed to find gaps all around the ground. Some flat 6s. Did that quite regularly, Khanal, just gave him that little bit of space outside the leg stump. Every ball that was full as well was just going at a strike rate well over 200. Occasional good bits of work in the field too. Fionnand, body on the line as always. But right into the second half of the innings, they were still in the contest. Arif Sheikh's dismissal was an important one. He looked good for his 14 off 10, but Bashir Ahmed was out there for 23 balls. He could only find 3 4s and never really got any rhythm or timing going. And that was the last maximum. And a really good crowd, probably about 4,000 or 5,000 came in to enjoy Super Saturday. They'll be going home unhappy. The grass bank's already starting to empty out because the batters just couldn't really get the job done. What about the bowlers as the dogs and the ground staff go about their work? Shared around wickets for all 5 that were used. Certainly some economy rates they won't have been too happy with, but the pick of the bowlers, maybe one of the picks of the tour really so far. Ben White, outstanding, getting really good drift and drop and turn onto his leg breaks, and proved a little bit too good for Nepal A. Let's look at the 10 wickets that fell. Nepal A bowled all out with 13 deliveries to spare. It started with the wicket of Lokesh Bam. At that point, the 18 deliveries had gone for 47. It was a quite awesome start from the batters, and then the wickets really started to go quickly. Cade Carmichael really disappointed. Binod Bhandari and the wife that you saw there, that one just flicked the off stump. There's a little bit of a question over it. And then the short ball tactic, which has proved pretty effective from Tom Mays, it was too hot to handle for Kieran Thaguna. And another good catch held. I think that time it was Tom Mays himself before Kate Carmichael took the big catch of Pau and Saraf. And then this unnecessary run out. Rashid Khan was slow to react and caught short by the direct hit from Gareth Delany, who then picked up a wicket off his last ball. Ben White, the star of the show, he got the last hope really for Nepal A. Bashir Ahmed well held by Fionn Hand down. That long on before Adair took a really good catch to wrap it all up and give Ireland a series win. They'll be delighted with their efforts. It's a 40-run victory. Do stay with us though. We'll have the post-match presentation in a few moments with me, Andrew Leonard. Do come back and join us for that.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
पावर्ड बाई DHI छुट्टै छ है.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas care.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के साह्रो आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
नयाँ अध्याय, नयाँ जिम्मेवारी, नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ, उच्च सोच एउटै छ. आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ. तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
रमाउने चाहना मात्रै हुनुपर्छ. बहाना त अटोमेटिक निस्किन्छ. AC with automatic functions. DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
ओए तान्छको आमा, यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने?
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो?
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने? कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर?
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा. कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT system management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Chicken koi.
Sir, chef, layal.
Powerful just freezer. यति चिसो कि जे पनि जम्छ. DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के साह्रो आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र। तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट, प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश, हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ। 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome फाइबरनेटको क्याच द बिग अफर। फ्री 5G राउटरका साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा। Catch the big offer now.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consultant management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech.
For beauty and health, Reyes Care.
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
भटभटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है केही पनि।
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome फाइबरनेटको क्याच द बिग अफर। फ्री 5G राउटरका साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा। Catch the big offer now.
तिमी पिङको एला पञ्चरमा ओरेली सलिनस्।
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
पिङ बङ पिङ 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 पङ पम पम पम।
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router।
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
पावर्ड बाई DHI छुट्टै छ है।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router।
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas Care.
के ल्याइस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशी बाबु, तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
नयाँ अध्याय, नयाँ जिम्मेवारी, नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ, उच्च सोच एउटै छ। आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ। तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
रमाउने चाहना मात्रै हुनुपर्छ, बहाना त अटोमेटिक निस्किन्छ। AC with automatic functions, DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express, wow, 50% off fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express, crunch your hunger.
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router।
ओए कान्छोको आमा, यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने?
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो?
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने? कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर?
सुँगुर खोरमा, भैँसी गोठमा। कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digi company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consult management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Catch the big offer from DishHome FiberNet. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Chicken koi.
Sir, play al.
Powerful, just freezer. यति चिसो कि जे पनि जम्छ. DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
भनेको चाहिँ के साह्रो आशा भएको तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली
अब तपाई पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome FiberNet को Catch the Big Offer. Free 5G router का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा. Catch the big offer now.
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digi company of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT system management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company.
डबल मज्जा पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
Yes, hello and welcome to the post-match presentation for the fourth game of this DishHome FiberNet Ireland Wolves tour of Nepal. We've seen yet another cracking contest, over 400 runs again, would you believe, and Ireland have ultimately prevailed by 40 runs to take an unassailable 2-0 series lead. We've got plenty of awards to give away. We're going to hear from both captains, and we're going to start with a new award. This is being presented by the Cricket Association of Nepal for the Cricket Nepal Fan of the Day, and I've managed to rope in two of the Irish Wolves to help me out with these presentations. So firstly, could Cade Carmichael come up to present the Fan of the Day from yesterday? Attaboy, Cade. So the Fan of the Day, plenty of competition for this. Yesterday they're going to win a Nepal A jersey with that sponsor Ncell on the front. It goes to Sandeep Parajuli. Up you come, Sandeep. So Sandeep will receive his shirt from one of Ireland's stars today, Cade Carmichael. And a ceremonial photo too. That's for yesterday, for game one. A bit of conjecture on social media as to who is winning the shirt. We always give out the prizes here. Now for today, who else would it be to present it but Fionn Hand himself. Up you come, Fionn. Well played today, Fionn. Very well done. So they're again going to win a brand new Nepal A jersey sponsored by Ncell. The Fan of the Day today. Give it up please for Mr. Prabeen Thapa. Well done, Prabeen. So Prabeen will receive his jersey from Fionn Hand and a big smile too. Attaboy, Fionn. Congratulations, guys. Okay, time to get to the player awards for the in-match awards today. We've got 3 to give away. I think he's been on every game of this tour. Let's get Mr. Dayahang Rai up to present the Degree Malia, striker of the match. 7.5 in the check. Dayahang, lovely to see you again. Namaste to you. Well, he won this award yesterday. Today, if arguably he was even better, he made 65 off 26, 3 4s and an astronomical 7 6s. He wins 7,500 rupees. Give it up for PJ Moore. Back-to-back awards as Degree Malia striker of the match for PJ Moore. A lovely photo with one of Nepal's most famous actors. Great to see it. Dayayang again. Okay, now time for the Mansara Most Valuable Player of the Match. That's going to be presented by yet another famous actor. Mr. Praveen Katwar is going to come up and join me. Praveen, nice to see you. How are you, mate? Okay, plenty of contenders for this one today. It was a run fest out there, more than 400 runs, but one bowler stood out more than any. He's been in fine form over the last couple of months since coming back from injury. 3 for 29 his figures. He's going to win a cheque for 7,500 rupees. It goes to Ben White. So Ben will receive his cheque from Mr. Praveen Katwara. Another famous actor here. Best of luck, guys, with that movie Mansara that's upcoming into those cinemas all across Nepal. Time to speak to both captains. We'll start first with the captain of Nepal. It's Binod Bhandari. Binod, up you come, mate. Hard luck today. Just come in there for me. Another great game of cricket, certainly. Where do you feel that went wrong? You had such a brilliant start with the bat.
ब्याटिङमा चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो भइसकेको थियो हैन त्यसपछि अब मिडल अर्डर र लोवरमा चाहिँ राम्रो भएन ब्याटिङ चाहिँ हैन अब त्यसमा चाहिँ इम्प्रुभ गर्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
The bowling, do you feel you maybe got your options a little bit wrong again? A spinner bowling the 20th over, it was quite costly. 23 runs yesterday, 25 today.
हैन अब लास्ट ओभरको लागि चाहिँ आरिफलाई चाहिँ राखिरहेको थियो हैन किनकि अब 20 ओभरको लागि आरिफ थियो तर आरिफको चाहिँ इन्जुरीले गर्दा चाहिँ आरिफ बाहिर आएर चाहिँ स्पिनर फाल्नु पर्यो थियो
Would you have liked to bowl a little bit more spin on reflection? No Bashir Ahmed used today?
हैन अब मिडियम पेसरहरुले पनि राम्रै गरिरहेको थियो हैन अब त्यो एउटा एन्ड चाहिँ छोटो परेकोले चाहिँ त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ बोलिङ कम्बिनेसन चाहिँ मिलाउन चाहिँ गाह्रो परिरहेको थियो हैन तर अब गेम हो हैन कहिलेकाहीँ कसैले के हुन्छ अब T20 गेममा चाहिँ यस्तै भइरहेको छ
On the positive side, Sagar Dakal with 3 for 33 and Dev Khanal with 47, both really good performances. But ultimately you're 2-0 down in the series. Can you turn it around on Monday, make it 2-1?
हैन अब गेम आएपछि जित्नको लागि नै खेल्ने होइन तर अब सिनियर प्लेयरहरूले चाहिँ अब त्यस्तो फिनिस चाहिँ गर्न सकेन हैन मैले आफूले देवले अनि लोकेशले हैन स्टार्ट राम्रो हुँदा पनि अब गेम चाहिँ सकाउन सकेन
Dandavad Binod, hard luck today.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Binod Bhandari, the captain of the Nepal A side. We're not going to speak to Neil Rocky yet. You might be able to guess why in a moment. It's time for the Valley Express player of the match. This cheque is going to be presented for 10,000 rupees by Mr. Ram Shrestha, who's the logistics head of the Valley Express chicken franchise. Great to see you, my friend. And the trophy will be presented in a few moments' time. Plenty of contenders again today. Outstanding performances from the likes of Ben White and PJ Moore, who we've already seen. Dev Khanal and Sagar Dakal as well. But it's the captain of Ireland with 34 balls for 71 not out, 2 catches to go with it. The player of the match, it's Neil Rock. So Neil will firstly receive his cheque for 10,000 rupees from Ram Shrestha. And now I'd like to call upon Mr. Rajendra Bhandari, who is the president for the Foreign Employment Agencies for Nepal, the NAFEA, to come up and present the player of the match trophy. One more round of applause, please, for Neil Rock. The Valley Express player of the match today. 10,000 rupees and a trophy to boot. And he's going to stay to have a chat with me. Thank you very much, Rajendra. Dandavad. Neil, many congratulations. I'm going to start with the negatives because that's always the Irish way, isn't it? What about that first 6 or 7 overs? They were flying. It must have felt a bit like deja vu for yesterday in the chase.
Yeah, we obviously missed a little bit, but I thought they put us under extreme pressure, and it's always hard to bowl with 2 men out when 2 guys are going like that. So we expected a little bit, but I thought the way we pulled it back to the middle was exceptional.
Did you always have belief that you were just maybe a wicket or 2 away of getting into them and then maybe they might fall away? The margin of victory pretty comfortable in the end by 40 runs.
Yeah, absolutely, and when you have 220 on the board, you're never too many good overs away from being back ahead the game. Thought once we got 1 or 2, we were quite rootless today, which was a change from yesterday, and I thought the way Ben White bowled in particular was fantastic.
How good an effort was it to get to that 224? It's a record score back-to-back days in Irish Wolves history, particularly from the position of 68 for 4. You looked in all sorts of trouble against spin, and PJ Moore played an outstanding knock.
Yeah, he did. To back up, I think yesterday was an incredible effort. And as I say, we're in a bit of trouble there, but the way he played and he took down the offie when we're in a spot at butter, and it was just that clarity and commitment that he showed was probably the reason he was so successful.
Can't be easy having the gloves, batting in the middle order, captaining the team as well, but your own performance today, outstanding as well.
Yeah, thankfully it was. I didn't feel I was far away from the score, and thankfully today I get it in a winning effort.
How have you adapted to those conditions? It looks like you're learning, and you're learning quite quickly, particularly the challenges against spin, which are very apparent. You knew they were going to be there, but you're getting better and better each game.
Yeah, as I say, we are getting better, and thankfully we are. You know, we've been indoors, a lot of us, for the winter, and I don't think we're going to be at our best for the first game or two, but we are improving, and hopefully we're improving all the way towards the end of the series.
Some quiet celebrations tonight, or are you just focusing on 3-0 for Monday?
No, rest up.
We'll wait and see. Very well done, Neil Rock, the captain of the Irish Wolves. That's going to wrap it up for the post-match presentation. Ireland, the Wolves, their 2-0 series leading. They cannot lose it. They could clean sweep the Nepal home side. That's what they'll be hoping to do on Monday. We'll have a day off tomorrow. We will enjoy a quiet beverage here on Saturday night in Kathmandu. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again on Monday.